to Dungeons and Dragons. I am, as always, your DM Falcon. Let me bring my players in just a second here. Howdy, sorry, it's been a couple weeks since our last session. It's midterms, and I'm running stream anyway. Oh, thanks. I still can't find my colored markers. I might have to buy new ones. But thank you, Lurker, for supporting me as much as you have. You're my hero. Oh god, I just tried to... Oh. Well, I drew on myself with the marker. I hope you're happy. And also, almost fell out of my chair. Just trying to draw on the wall. Okay. Yeah, of course you are. Are you listening to both the stream and the call? Is that what you're doing? Okay. Dual wheel. Alright. Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll pop into the call now. Alright. Hey everybody. It's been a little bit. Does everybody remember where we were?
No.
We went over it before the stream started, so I'm kind of hoping you might.
Wait.
We had just
stream?
we had just come back from hell.
Here.
Yes, you finally made it out of hell.
Oh.
You'd been in hell for
Hallelujah.
IRL like 2 months. And in-game
Is that
2
in
months,
Ohio?
actually.
Jesus.
Must be nice.
And it's winter.
And it's winter now. It's
And
winter.
we have a tiefling, I think, with us who has something going on in his past with Jessica, but we don't quite know. Just that they aren't getting along.
Also,
Something to do with their parents.
Misa's very upset that because there's fucking snow everywhere.
Ah, yes. The serpents, the cold-blooded members of the group, love winter.
Okay. Well, that's not something I wanted to.
That is a lie, Falc. How dare you?
Randomly zoom my
Mir goes into like crochet overdrive, trying to keep y'all warm.
They don't...
Oh god.
It doesn't work like that, though.
I didn't ask it to upload any files either.
Echo.
Cold-blooded.
Congratulations.
So they don't produce heat from within.
Well, you can like you can warm, like you can warm stones
I-
or something by the fire, and then like put them in with you to keep you warm.
Well,
and then
We just
Yeah,
have to bask a lot.
The hot pack.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I mean,
she'll
I
loan
guess-
out the fisherman's blanket to me so if she needs it.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess technically speaking, knitted goods would act more as insulation than anything else.
Right.
Joke's on
Precisely.
you, I don't need insulation.
Misa does.
Temp is still topless.
Of course.
The question's
I'm
not
proud of
whether
him.
Mir
Less from him.
will crochet you a bunch of
Cannot do
things.
that.
It's whether or not you accept them.
It's it's whether or not they really fit.
You're not whether or not they're super helpful. Mir's trying.
Aw.
Yeah,
What's
she
Mir doing?
appreciates it.
And the fisherman's blanket does have its own source of heat. Like it is always just naturally warm or
Yes.
magically warm.
It just
rather.
is at all times. Okay. In response to your question, yes, Lorelei is fascinated by your ship, by the Shard of Acheron. No one in Saints Haven has ever seen anything like it. No one on the material plane has ever seen anything like it, although you can't tell that one yet. Because it doesn't have a propulsion method, and it doesn't use balloons. So everyone's
Spoopy.
just kind of baffled by it a little bit.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Wild.
Yay!
Open my window. Alright. This session takes place after the solstice episode that we recorded a while back. So everything that
Now we'll have
happened...
to retcon a few things with.
Yeah, maybe a
Like
little bit.
Nyx.
It's okay.
It's
He
fine.
didn't particularly interact with you guys, and I did that on purpose, because I thought you might have awakened him by that time.
My
and
god, it's like you actually plan.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's like I do work for this or some shit. And...
Who does that?
Nerds.
I cry. I'm the only one here. Yes, so I did build that in. you will all have your gifts, your pockets of dawn, various trinkets that you gave each other. And it is post-holiday, which means the days are starting to get longer. The weather hasn't gotten any better. It's overcast most of the time, almost unseasonably so, though winter is a cloudy time of year anyway. The weather tends to be pretty drab and gray, and it has been doing that. It's snowed a decent amount, but while you are in the mountains, you are also pretty near to the equator still, so it doesn't snow as much as it otherwise might. The snowstorm that you came out into after leaving the Hells was actually something of a novelty. Usually you don't get entire storms. Whose cat is that?
Mine.
Ah,
This
nice.
is the quality content we have here in our
It's
weekly D&D streams.
a little bit of
Hey.
D&D and a
Cats
lot
being-
of pictures of cats.
Yep.
It
Oh,
happened.
oh, are
Honestly,
we showing
let's
pictures?
see
No,
it
no, no,
now.
no, 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 no.
There's
Let's
some
not start
memes
this
as
train.
well.
Okay.
Sad.
Alright, so anybody who would like to do anything in Saint Haven, you're more than welcome to do so.
I had some things if no one else wants to.
Misa's just trying to survive the winter, so to speak. She has no interest in doing anything but being near the fire.
Snakes are lactose intolerant.
Fair.
Wild.
Mira wants to write home
Okay.
and ask anyone there, or for that matter, anyone in the scientist camp who knows anything about this weird god lady who's been answering my calls instead of the celestial family.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you can write.
Nova. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you can write home about Nova.
Though it sounds like
asking-
that's a new name. Potentially.
You're not sure.
So she'll write home to her, to the head priest, in addition to her family. She'll ask around the scientists.
Sure, yeah.
And being the nosy little bird that she is, she's gonna start trying to figure out what the deal is between Tiska and this other tiefling. She won't like ask straight up, but she will just sort of hang around, tell them they can talk if they need to.
Maybe.
Jesus.
Host.
Tiska, it's funny that everything that happened before the winter episode. Tiska has kind of like the winter episode was and like all this stuff that happened was a little bit of an exception, but like Tiska kind of dislikes the snow now a little. Like, I'd rather stay inside now.
I see.
I'm gonna chill, like indoor.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
What happened? I didn't quite catch it.
Tiska's kind of like doesn't want to be outside a whole lot right now because she's not a big fan of the snow anymore.
Oh, rip.
Oof.
Big oof.
Interesting. I like that a lot. Yeah. Okay.
Random
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Can control water be used on snow?
No.
Oh god.
Damn.
If you melt it, then yes.
Then I will help Zakro make a giant snowcat the hard way.
Oh no.
That is
Yes.
valid.
Tim.
Yeah, Temple have gotten his own gifts from the two of them. I don't know off the top of my head what they are, but
Oh.
Stuff and things.
Gifts.
Oh, wait. I know.
They're
I
wonderful
know.
and very thoughtful, and that's all he cares.
absolutely.
Aw.
Oh yeah, Mira will probably send stuff home to her family.
For sure. Yeah.
Also,
Crystals, things.
I'm
realize.
also writing a letter home just to
Hi Ma, sorry I'm not home for Christmas. But you know, saving the world and shit.
What's a Christmas?
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Pagan
Solstice.
holidays only.
Haha.
It is.
Sorry, I'm not home for solstice.
Hessa will probably write a letter home as well.
Mm,
A more awkward one.
yes.
Less of a the niceties everybody else is probably sending, and a lot of
secret agent shit.
details are omitted.
A lot of
Again.
details. Okay.
A lot of details.
When you omit details,
Oh,
you
lordy.
what else do you do in your letters? How do they sound? Are you just not saying a whole lot?
It sounds a lot like a report to a commander.
I mean, yes, but like, are you making up other details to sub in, or are you just being vague, or?
She's writing a lot about. She's writing what they've done, but omitting anything that would be controversial to them.
Ah, so Misa doesn't exist.
Oh no, Misa is not a thing.
Okay.
Misa is very much not a thing. Serpent Home, the plane, is off in a corner, not on paper.
Got it.
And
Alright.
anything with the rock, not a thing.
Yes.
You know how it goes.
Of course. To help keep herself warm, Misa would like to drag something out of the bag again.
Oh, another friend?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Friend,
just a
friend,
second.
friend.
Friend.
Roll a d6. I believe that's how I've been doing it.
I'd also like to say that Egg is like a lot of times around Misa, just like sitting on Misa's neck and stuff. It's like a little scarf.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
3.
3. Okay. Roll a d8.
Oh god, which one of these is my D8? Where'd it go? Here it is. 4. Halvesies both times! Oh dear, what did I get? Oh dear.
Sorry, this is just really funny to me.
Okay.
Alright, you pull out
Is
that
it
little...
something else cold-blooded?
No.
Ooh.
It is... You pull out the little tribble ball of fluffiness. And, do you set it down or toss it down?
Gently sets it on the ground.
Gently set it on the ground. And there is a flash of light. And then standing there, gently chewing on something, is an ordinary goat.
God.
I didn't even know that was an option.
That's magical, though.
The
Literally.
camp just hears, like, very gentle squealing.
The goat is like the size of your head.
It's perfect, okay?
Yes,
Fine.
Misa is just squealing very gently at the fact that she now has a very tiny goat friend.
God. You have a goat.
Oh.
Time to give this one a new name!
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I hope you're marking these names down, because I'm not.
I sure am. I
Excellent.
have a document for it, don't worry.
Wonderful.
Oh, God.
Up with a repeat animal, is it gonna have the same name?
Yes,
Oh.
it is going to have the same name that it was given the first time it came out.
That's amazing.
Adorable.
Yeah, I'm not giving each one a new name. That's ridiculous.
That'd be obscene.
I'd start upsetting people if I went that far. I'm okay.
Do it.
I
No.
support it.
No. Oh wow, this name generator has a goat and porcupine name generator.
Does
Interesting
it,
choice.
Is it fantasy name generator?
Yes.
Fucking of course
It's-
it is. It's I love
That
that.
thing
I can't figure out how to
The
hold
goat
push to
named
talk
generator.
and slow clap at the same time.
There you go. But yeah, it's it's fantasy name generators, alright.
Fantasy name
They know
generator. Shout out
everything.
to that, by the way. It's one woman who makes
Hell
the
yeah.
thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Her
yeah.
name is Emily. She does a great job. Thank you, Emily, for all your hard work.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Emily's great.
I appreciate it. I've used it many times. So much.
Same.
Mood.
God, over and over. Okay. Yes, you have a goat. Not sure what you're gonna do with that, but
Make it
Uh,
rings.
Just sort of curl up in proximity to it because it's letting off heat, so you know.
it's not
He's a
letting
little
off
bit
very
happy.
much heat, but yeah.
No, but also
Heat.
cuddly fluffy thing.
That's
Very
fair.
I'm picturing like Mir goes by and is like, "That is a goat."
How much random shit is that goat eating?
I was about to
Yes.
say it will try to
Is
eat,
that-
like, your clothing, you,
I support it.
anything near it.
Misa
You-
is
And it will
keeping.
chew
Please don't
on
let it
you
eat the
at all
blanket.
times.
Misa is
It'll
keeping it
probably
reined
try to
in.
climb on you too.
It will
I-
climb you.
I just want to imagine someone having like speak with animals comes in, and it's just like that one video, the guy holding the bird. Oh, what do you got there? Except to the goat. Oh, what do you got there? Oh, a snack. Reaches over to just start munching on Misa's clothes.
Just like, delicious armor.
Select.
Tasty snack.
The
Wonderful.
thing with goats is that they don't even eat the things; they just chew on them and make
Yeah,
a mess.
They're sort of like pit bulls. They just
Ah,
really
they're
like
like
to
me.
chew stuff.
Excellent.
Oh, right.
Well, you've
It's
got that.
chewing bird.
She's very happy. She's making sure that it's not destroying anything particularly important,
Yeah, you're
including the
gonna have to keep
blanket.
an eye on that. It can't
She's
destroy
not
the
li-
blanket because the blanket is a magical object and therefore cannot
Oh,
be
good.
damaged or destroyed normally. But
Yay!
It's most definitely trying.
yeah, so it can eternally chew on that if it really wants, and if you let
Oh,
it.
perfect. That means it's
Mir's
not
just
going
gonna
to
get
destroy-
her blanket back smelling vaguely of goat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, and
Vaguely
tracks.
saliva, which is even
oh, wait, no,
worse.
it can't be damp.
It can't be damp, but it can
Can't
sure
be damp.
smell like goat.
Okay, it'll smell like goat. Yep.
Ugh,
As one does.
don't like that.
It can be washed.
Uh-huh. Can it
You
though?
can't wash out that shame.
Prestidigitation.
Okay.
You can't-
Prestidigitation.
you
can't
I was gonna
wash
say,
out
you
the
can't
shame.
wash it because
I'm
it can't
sorry.
get wet.
Well, I mean, you can
Just
you can
dry.
sort of
Got it.
yeah. Doesn't yeah. There you go.
Prestidigitation is just dry cleaning.
There you go.
Lovely.
Okay. Howdy, Rock. Thank you for the bits. All right.
HP support assistant could get out of my face. That would be cool.
What?
Godspeed.
Best of luck.
The
Okay.
fuck away.
I don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
There's
oh,
there's
I
a thing
have
with
a
the computer.
I have a thing.
yes.
Yeah. Anyone else wants to do their thing first? Do it. I believe in you. Go. No. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
what?
Nobody else has anything? Okay. Then Hessa's gonna go over to Tiska real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, can you do me a favor without asking me what it's for? It's not
Favor?
anything bad. I just need flowers, like a bouquet.
Thank you, Lurker, for
What
Yeah.
kind
the
of
rainbow flag
flowers?
bits.
Anything specific?
Flowers? I don't know any flower language things.
All right. Okay.
It's meant as an apology, if that helps.
Okay.
I don't know
That does
flowers,
help
sorry.
a little bit.
Thank you, Spooky Rose. Yes, have a bits
I
competition. Hell
will
yeah. Oh god.
back
What?
somewhere.
Love seeing that
I
pop
just
up in
had
the chat.
I've just had hella seeds all over the place all the time. And
Okay.
I druidcraft a nice little bouquet of apology flowers.
Yeah,
Hell
you have
do.
Druidcraft.
That's great.
You can do that. I don't know what flowers mean sorry, but there are definitely flowers that mean that.
The sad ones.
Those
Yeah.
flowers.
Know off the top of my head which ones that applies
Hold
to,
on.
but it would be those.
Flowers that mean sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, found it. I jumped on it.
I looked up a while ago.
Um,
It's probably gonna be in there, but
purple hyacinths, asphodel, white poppy, and scarlet geraniums.
I mean, call me biased, but I'm voting purple hyacinth.
It could be a mix of all of them.
I mean, yeah,
Ooh,
Yep.
I like that.
I would not recommend
Yeah.
geraniums. They're like a bunch of little flowers popped into one, and they'll like fall apart if you look at them.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah,
And they
no,
also
no
smell
geraniums.
like shit. So
They smell like
They're
death on
not.
wheels.
they're horrible. They're wretched little flowers.
They really are. White poppies, though, would be pretty cool.
I'm
like-
biased for asphodels.
That's actually the secret of
course
geraniums
you
in the language of flowers. It's not actually an apology. It's I'm very sorry that you live. You have these flowers so you can suffer
Christ.
enough that you die.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Listen, Falc, I can't help that I'm biased.
All right.
Can't help that I'm bi.
Okay.
So you make
Hessa will
a bouquet of
grab-
hyacinths
yeah.
and the other ones
Yeah.
There's
Just
one flower.
apology flowers.
of apology flowers.
Miscellaneous.
You now have a bouquet.
Da 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 da. Thanks. Okay.
Earth to go alone, take this. Help them out.
That's appreciated. Thank you.
I don't even know what
And
that
Hessa
does.
will go to the next place and awkwardly knock on the door,
It's a
preparing
shop,
for
so
the
it's open.
worst. She's
Oh.
Walk in.
She's not gonna enter. She's gonna open the door and look for the proprietor if possible. Oh.
Yeah, actually, so it's a little snowy out, and there's nobody, obviously, on the streets because the city's been evacuated.
By the
And-
way, Hessa has so many blankets on. Just
Aw.
so many.
Baby.
Walking
Bundled up
around like a
little
giant.
spherical.
Yes.
Baby.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake penguin. That's
Snake-
terrifying. Love it.
Snake
Oh god.
Snakewind.
Penguin.
Next egg form. Okay, well, she's gonna look for him. That person.
Thank you. Holy shit, keep it up.
Hello.
You call
Knock
into the
again?
building, and oddly enough, he's not behind the main counter. You don't see him over there. You do see, however, there is a sort of side alcove to the main. It's not a foyer because this is a store. Sales floor, I suppose. There's an alcove there, and you can see it's got quite a few very bright lights in it, and he is back in there sitting at a desk, peering intently at something through what looks like a round piece of glass on a long, movable arm.
She's gonna kind of gingerly tiptoe in. Hello.
He will look up and he will go, "Oh, hello.
Can I come in?
Yes, provided you don't have any ill intent."
That is the plan. She's gonna gingerly walk up and just kind of like awkwardly shove the flowers in front of her. These are for you.
He will pause in what he's doing, and you see he's working with like an array of intricate metal parts that are kind of spread out in front of him, and most of the lights are directed on what he's doing. And he'll set down a couple of small tools, and he will stand from behind his workbench and take them. He will say, "Ah, I see. Sorry I stabbed you." Got it.
That was the plan.
I've been informed that it was not entirely of your own volition.
Yes, but I should have come by to apologize myself. I'm very sorry. I tend to leap before I look, you could say, and I certainly did that. I am very sorry. I was not of my right mind at the time, and I know that's just an excuse, and I'm just very sorry.
It's all right. You don't happen to have those artifacts that were affecting you on you now, correct?
No.
everything's fine.
Mirror took those.
Ah, then they're in safe hands.
Yes. I came by here for two reasons, really. One, to apologize a lot, because almost killing someone is not the best way to meet someone, and
No, that's true, we had
Yeah.
that before.
no,
Not exactly the best introduction.
not at all.
Well, we can try that again, if you'd like.
I would appreciate that.
Welcome to my store. I am Alexander. Sorry, I am in the... He looks down at his workbench. I am in the middle of a bit of tinkering at the moment, but if you...
Oh, I completely understand. I do the same.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
You could say I'm a little bit of a tinkerer myself.
He's genuinely interested by that.
Oh, here. And she'll show him some of the stuff she's made.
You can tell, what do you give him?
What's most impressive? She'll give him...
Why doesn't she give him one of the crock pots that doesn't quite always go off right, so that he might be able to tell you how to fix it?
No. She's gonna give him one of her impressive things, the bola sphere.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take it and he'll look it over in his hands and he goes,
She'll explain how it works and everything.
fascinating. And, he looks over it for a second, holding it in his hands, just kind of like turning it, and then he presses like the release button and you're like, oh shit, it's gonna do a thing. But the way in which he does it, he like presses it in and like gives the construction a bit of a twist, and instead of just releasing and working as normal, it releases without the springs going off, and he just kind of opens it up and starts looking inside of it.
She's a little bit in awe. Just slightly.
Fascinating. Where did you get the blueprint for this?
This one I actually made myself.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I've worked on it for a while. Had the idea when I was younger and worked on it from there. There were a few mess-ups, but I got there.
There always are in inventing.
Don't I know it? I'm working on something right now that's a little finicky, you could say.
Oh, what is it?
She'll take out her crock pot, not what's sketchy. Not that one, but her
Oh wait, it's a pressure cooker. I forgot.
Yeah.
crock pot, whatever.
I mean,
Some
I
sort
like
of
the idea
cutlery
of the
device.
pot.
It's
Thank you
a
very much.
cutlery
Cooking
That's
device.
cutlery.
No, I corrected
Cutlery now.
myself.
It's cutlery now.
Sometimes it has cutlery in it.
Well, actually,
No,
Oh,
we
this
shouldn't.
it can certainly be classified as cutlery with the shrapnel going everywhere.
Yeah, I
You're right.
guess.
Fair enough.
She'll show it to
Good
him.
pun.
Not wrong.
Hey. This is, I call it the pressure cooker. It makes quite the bang.
Really? He pops the cover back on your bolosphere, again, without triggering the release mechanism, and he hands it back to you, and he picks up the pressure cooker, and he kind of looks at it, and he's like, oh, I definitely see several ways in which this could be improved. Does it have a functional timer mechanism?
I have not had the chance to fiddle with that very much. It could... Sometimes it's minutes, sometimes it's a lot less than that, sometimes more.
What have you been using as a control mechanism?
She'll show him this
Yeah.
little dial right here.
Okay, interesting. Here, so I think if you... Here, come around the desk, and I will show you. And he sets it down and moves that glass thing, and it's a really big magnifying glass, like a jeweler's magnifying glass on a movable arm that he uses to, he positions so that you can look down and see, whatever you're working with magnified. He gently moves aside what he's been messing with. You have no idea what it is. It's just parts. And he will start to show you, he will go, if you look here, there's definitely the trigger mechanism is a bit unwieldy, and it could be improved in several different ways. If you don't mind me taking a crack at it.
No, go ahead. I take any assistance when I can.
Excellent. And he will go through some crafting with you. He will tinker with you if you so desire.
Yeah. At some
Alexander
point,
is a forgiving
Hessa will
person.
bring up
Forgive.
other reasons she came.
Forgiving.
and she came. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yes. She'll bring up the other reason?
Yes, other reasons at some point.
Yes. Is that a DM to me thing, or?
Some of her other projects that she wanted him to help with.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes, and he will offer assistance with those as well.
Nice.
And help you find what you need for that.
Yes. Whenever she has time and whenever they're done, she will drop them off. Like a weird Santa Claus.
Do you just sneak into people's houses and leave gifts for them?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
You think Hessa would do something else?
Fuck yeah.
You're right.
They're just in their room.
That's not the right person.
Would this
Nobody heard
be a
that.
thing you would have given away at the solstice?
I heard something right, not the right person.
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you when you're older.
Or
I have
would this
so
be a
many
thing that you gave after the solstice?
Probably after the solstice, because she wasn't aware that was a
Oh yeah.
thing until afterwards.
You're right. She didn't know it was a holiday. She thought it was a terrible time of year.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not the best time.
Death, blindness, and auto grappling.
Oh,
Yep.
drowning in snow. Ah, what
Oh,
a
yeah.
good, what a good solstice.
If you would like to, go ahead and tell people what they got, you're more than welcome.
Sure.
You don't have to.
Let
Also,
me.
occurs to me that we have some downtime, so we will probably do some potion brewing. Do I need to roll anything for that, or do I just subtract the ingredients?
Just subtract them. If it's a recipe that you already have, just subtract them.
The Flurry of Snows was
Extremely good.
one of the highlights.
You emailed
Yep.
your... What are you doing? What the hell? Are you
Why did
fucking
you?
serious?
Why
What is
did
it?
you
What is this, fucking
email them,
2011?
JD?
You emailed your Pockets of Dawn to me.
Barbaric.
Are you kidding?
Aww.
Use only the most high-tech solution. Discord instant.
Okay, JD,
No. Hex.
I support you.
No.
You didn't try to snail mail them.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
feel like that would have been peak JD to snail mail them to Falcon from Australia.
Oh my god, it would be though.
Write this in
That would be
Notepad?
peak JD. What?
Discord isn't working.
What
Or,
happened?
JD.
Did you
Oh,
write this
ooh.
in Notepad? It's in fucking Courier New. And it's a
Oh,
.text
see?
file. How did you... What? Okay.
I mean, I wrote mine in Notepad, so. Like,
Oh, you
I
did?
did
Okay.
that.
Yeah, but then you sent them to me on a
Beautiful.
reasonable person's way of anything. You in
Yeah,
a
because
reasonable
I'm
manner.
not, some bloody heathen.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. It's funny because everyone sent them to me in a different order.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like
Oh, no.
scrolling through my document trying to figure out where I can tell any of these.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Whoops.
No, that's fine.
We should have standardized
Giving
it.
them to you because I'm a gremlin who didn't do them until
Echo, I
actually
did them.
did all the player ones, like, within a week of the actual thing.
Yeah.
Echo,
Skylar
I
sent
did them
these to
10
me
minutes ago.
Months ago.
I'm what you call a procrastinator.
Echo, I
Well,
did
I
them
also
10 minutes before
just
we
added
started.
the ones for
Yeah,
the
I did
NPCs,
mine,
but...
like 10 minutes before we started too, because I am, a reasonable human
Which,
being.
it occurs to me
who
Falcon will be the
definitely
only one
doesn't
who
fuck
ever sees them.
That's
Unless one
terrible.
of you tries to be a nut and pickpockets them off the NPCs.
If you steal someone's
Yeah.
Pockets of Dawn, who the hell are you?
me.
Yeah, who the hell do you
You
think
will
you are?
incur the wrath of the Celestial Family, I feel
At that
like.
point, yeah, because that's just like... Are you
That's just being an asshole for no
That's
purpose.
what we
Yeah.
call a dick move.
Yep.
I mean, and you could probably just ask to see them.
You could. It would be kind of weird, but you could.
Hey, let me see
Your
your
secret
pockets. What's in your pockets? Let me see them.
God, that's definitely a voice that was done in the Adventure Zone for a character, and I don't know which one, but I remember it.
Wait, it was?
Oh,
feel
for
like-
sure.
For
I mean,
sure.
I mean,
Also,
yeah.
that sounds correct.
Griffin honestly has enough chaotic energy that makes sense, but like,
Like, it was like a minor sort of antagonist character, I
I
feel
think
like.
it was the stone. I
God.
think it was the
I
stone.
wouldn't be
That
surprised.
tracks.
Yeah, it was the stone.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know how long that lasted.
I haven't looked at that in so fucking long.
Big mood.
Alright. What else do we have? in
Communism
Saint
and the
Seiya?
Soviet Union.
What?
That's what we had. No. I'm a
Mm.
dipshit.
What else do we have in Saint Seiya, if anything?
That's everything I've got.
How are those Leo and
Leo and Carly.
Carly?
No one's paid attention to them in a year. I was certain that, oh, you could just do them here. I was certain you guys had forgotten about them.
Who?
Yep. Oh, you weren't even here. Carly and Leo.
I have no idea who Carly and Leo are.
The people from the Rift Regulation and Cleanup Force.
Who the
Okay,
fuck are the
even I
Rift
They
didn't
can't.
remember
They
that
like
fact.
Carly jumped from an airship.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, badass.
Epic.
Carly jumped from her airship while it was crashing. Leo, I think he, like, Misty stepped down or something. No, they both had to jump off the airship. Leo cast Featherfall. Carly did a power slide off the dome.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, they're from the Rift Regulation and Cleanup Force. Carly is a ranger. Leo's a really shitty bard.
Me.
Aw.
He gave somebody inspiration. It was like a D6.
Aw.
And they were dispatched to, like, help keep the scientists safe, because the Rift Regulation and Cleanup Force usually goes through Saints Haven after the Rift leaves and gets rid of anything that's left over, usually, like, the little monsters and shit. They just take care of it. But since this is kind of an odd situation, the Azith, who owns the Rift Regulation and Cleanup Force, our RCF, sent them early to help protect the people who were doing some research. And they have been just kind of chilling ever since. They've done... I mean, they do protect the scientists, so... when things attack them while you guys are away, they're pretty well taken care of. Carly is very badass.
Oh.
They've just been around. Why?
Just figured I would say hi. See if they have seen anything in particular come out of the rift, or... It's been...
There was, like, a weird thing that looked like an elephant. That was
What?
kind of weird. That was kind of cool.
Oh. I didn't know we were talking about viewers.
What?
Roke.
Can you quit antagonizing the audience?
And then, how is V doing?
V is... They're still in Saints Haven, right?
Last I checked, but it's been a bit.
It has been 2 months. Would they have stayed in Saints Haven? Yeah.
You know, Alino is teaching them to read, but they're also interested in becoming a paladin, sound like?
I mean,
Or
they were a paladin.
Fair.
They became a paladin. Yeah, actually, they've kind of teamed up a little bit with Carly and Leo. Because neither of those two are healers.
Oh!
Valid.
So Carly just fucking keeps getting herself hurt, and Leo's like, I don't know, here's a healing word if you want it.
What's
Jesus.
the word?
I don't know, probably something sarcastic.
Something sassy.
Leo is, he turns his nose up at most things.
The healing word. You're an idiot. The word idiot is the actual healing word.
Yep.
There you go. Also, that does remind me, Misa knows like two of the scientists, two of the staff in Saint Haven, so she would like to get to know more of them better.
How do you know two of the staff?
She's only talked to like two of them
Okay,
at all. One of those being Lorelei.
fair. Okay, yeah. You can chat with some of them. I think a couple of them were named.
A couple of them were named, but you
there were
expect me to
two
remember
Rogers.
that. That's incredible.
I know there were two
Is one of them
different
normal
Rogers.
gnome?
All I have
No.
down here are Lorelei, Justin, and Click Quick.
And who's? Oh, the Hobgoblin.
Click Quick? Yeah.
Yes. There was the Hobgoblin. There was a half-orc named Justin, or not Justin, named Roger. There was another scientist named Roger. I think he was human. One of them was the scientist that wanted that magma sample, Tiska, forever and ever ago.
Hear something.
Oh, this is interesting. The rift. You remember one of the times you came out of the rift. I think Lorelei was with you. It was mentioned that the rift was kind of unstable. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was going like disable. I know we had to wear those things going through the rift so that we didn't get sick.
Yeah. Right, because it's, oh, hold on. Shoot, I even forgot about that. Well, that was
Oh, heck.
was that an upgrade to your, bracer? Bracelet? Was that an upgrade to your, like, wristband thing? Or was it a temporary matter and then they stabilized it? This matters because design.
I don't remember. I just know we had like the things.
It was an upgrade
There was
to the
some sort of, yeah.
wristband.
Oh,
Yeah, wristband type thing. Hang on, I've
okay. They'll have to.
got
make
it
up
on the
the
list
designer
somewhere.
anyway. Even I don't remember all the details. There's a lot here.
Oh, does that mean Misa doesn't
yeah,
have one either?
okay. Yep, I've got listed gem discs to put on Rift transport bracelets, so I guess it was a thing we added to the bracelets.
Oh boy.
Oh, so Misa doesn't have one because she just sort of goes through.
I think we gave you one.
Misa was given one because Misa, you came through the rift. I think while everybody was out, or something.
Yeah, no, she came through the rift while no one was looking.
Yeah.
And then
they
made
found
the
her,
bird-eating
like, in the
joke.
book, and they brought her into the camp. Yes.
And then made the bird-eating joke, which
Yeah.
I'm so sad never got actually, like, saved. I was so proud of that reaction.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you have a bracelet.
Cool.
Wristband.
Okay. Go ahead and put that in equipment real fast.
I'm entering more pockets of dawn messages that I'm getting as I go along. People are messaging them to me right now.
I also had a thing to ask Zacro about.
Yes.
Yeah. Unless we're in the middle of something. I can wait.
I think I started somewhere. We were talking about Carly and Leo.
Yes.
V.
And then
was
we
teaming
got
up
real
with them.
distracted.
Zacro!
Yeah, that's also.
Ayo. Not really. Okay, I have some things that I would like you to
What's up?
maybe identify.
Yes.
And she comes like Hessa comes up to you like she's dragging a giant sword behind her and she says, Hey Zacro, wait a second. This is really heavy. Help.
You think I'm gonna pick that up?
Yes.
Have we met?
No, I need you. Can you? And she just sighs and just drops it on the ground. Can you identify this? I don't know if this is magic, and I don't want to. I've learned my
I
lesson.
shall identify it.
Okay.
I can wait another week if you want.
Well, it's too late for that now.
Wait, first identify this other thing. Oh, more time for the DM.
What else do you want identified?
There's a brooch thing. She takes it out. Bam!
Where did you get that?
It was my birthday gift.
Oh!
Identify.
Oh, yes.
I found it on the ground. Help me.
That.
That. Identify. Hessa doesn't know what it is.
I'll do it.
Okay, Zachrow. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna send this page to you, and you can go ahead and tell everybody what it is.
Soon.
Shit, I looked it up on the wrong computer. Give me a second. Yeah. I have 2 computers open right now.
As
One
one
of
does.
them is for opening up DMs. I don't want that stuff randomly on the stream. Alright, go ahead, Zach.
Fair. Mysterious
God.
object.
That's so many hearts. What just happened when I was not looking at the chat? Thank you for all the incredibly...
Ooh,
They have faces.
spooky.
Huh. They have faces. Okay.
Oh, no.
Very spooky.
They've completely
Don't worry
filled
about
up the mug.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. You guys are fine.
Nice.
What is this?
What is this?
Ovo, was ist los? I'm sorry for that.
I don't know if it's magical, but could I have it?
Oh my god.
Hessa brings it back and pins it on her scarf and kind of hides it. Why?
Hessa,
what
listen
has
to me.
gone
That is
on?
not a good item for you.
That
Oh.
means it's probably great for me. What is it? Come on.
No,
Zachro.
it's really not good for you.
Zachro, my buddy, my pal. Hessa walks
have you
up
ever-
and like
have
puts
you-
an arm around. Come on.
Have you ever heard of dyslexia?
Yes.
Hessa, did you have challenges with math in school?
Oh no.
Maybe. Why are you asking?
That is only gonna make it worse.
Hessa is like grinning like a shark tooth grin.
It's gonna be such a useful...
I'll definitely tell them all about it, Falcon, if you want to drop that link.
Hessa
Yes.
is cackling.
Alright, it is an item known as the
Funnest
brooch
item
of
that I've never come up with.
number
This is
numbing.
so good.
Say that again, sorry, Falk.
It is an item known as the brooch of number numbing. Is it silver or
Same.
gold?
Probably like a gold.
Okay. It is a golden brooch. What does it look like?
I imagine it's just like, it looks normal. Maybe it's like in a weird pattern. Maybe there's like some numbers just hidden in it somewhere.
It's a polygon, but you can't tell how many sides there are.
Oh, I like that.
That's pretty good.
I like that a lot. It is a golden brooch, and you can use it to affect someone that you are talking to, and the person affected, if they fail a save, forgets the relative value of numbers.
What?
They cannot
Wild.
remember if 5 is greater than 3, or if 10s are smaller than hundreds. Furthermore, the victim does not recognize their inability to remember the values of numbers. While under the influence of the brooch, the victim thinks that all numbers are pretty much the same. They will accept any claim pertaining to numbers and almost any financial deal set before them.
Holy shit.
The victim remembers the relative value of coins, that gold pieces are worth more than silver, but not their exact conversions. Thus, they are unable to remember whether 2 silver pieces or 100 silver pieces are equal to 1 gold piece.
Oh no.
The enchantment lasts only as long as the wearer is present and for 2d6 rounds thereafter. Once the effect wears off, the victim regains their normal
Hilarious.
understanding of numbers. Furthermore, they remember exactly what they did and said while under the influence of the brooch.
Now,
Yeah.
now, Zacro, my buddy, my pal, my bestie. We don't need to share this with everyone. I am very responsible. Mir has taught me how to be responsible.
Don't
know?
you drag me into this!
I am very responsible, and I will
need to
only use
clarify.
this to help the group as a whole.
I need to clarify
Just
what
checking.
happened is I loudly explained it to everyone in earshot.
No, I made sure to go up to Zacro alone.
Cause I'm a fool, but I ain't no fool, huh?
Zacro, I would go up to
The question
you alone.
I missed, was this brooch something that affects the wearer, or they cause this effect on someone else?
That would be even funnier.
That would be really funny. No, it's on those around me, those I'm speaking to.
Oh.
The
Great.
page that doesn't specify like specific targets, I'm going to say that you have to choose to use it on someone, because having that just like active at all times would be a fucking disaster.
Okay, I was imagining it like if I'm speaking to them directly and have it out, but
Yeah, if it
I'm
is
good
out
with either.
on your person, visible, and you choose them, like in
Sounds good to me. Okay, can I only do
Kenny
one
walking
person at
into
once?
Wall
Yes,
Street and
I'm
just
also gonna
causing
say
other
it's a 2.
chaos?
Because this is
Okay.
like a 3.5 item, and or I don't even know
Fair.
what this one's from.
I assumed it was homebrew. I'm not very sure.
Yeah,
I just found it and I was really excited.
3.5 in Pathfinder have some wacky shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Zacro, as we were saying, we don't need to share this with the group.
Yes, we definitely do.
I mean, come on. I'm not gonna use it for bad things.
Roll
But
deception.
how dare you, Falc? No, Falc, how dare you? I am insulted.
Are you gonna roll it or not?
Look at your track
Fine.
record. 2,
With
you apologized,
deception.
promised to do better.
It's deception, yes.
3, the
I
basic
don't-
rules of team dynamics is to have 2 people who can do the same thing for all things. It's just safety.
I am
What
offended.
did you just spout out?
I offended.
Something about thermodynamics.
Thermodynamic. What?
What?
No, it was about team safety.
This isn't Dokkan.
27, thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty
Hessa
convincing.
would never lie to her good buddy
Jesus.
pal,
Jesus
Zacro.
God, Heaven.
Buddy, old friend, old pal.
Sure.
That's right,
Hessa would.
Zacro. I promise you, I would not use. You saw what happened with the eyes. I learned my lesson. I'm not doing that again. Mir,
What can I do?
did. I was not lying to you when I said Mir taught me my lesson.
Witches don't get caught, I imagine.
Hey, you're not here.
No, I am not.
Quiet, peanut gallery.
I think of myself more as a cashew gallery.
God, if Misa heard this, she'd just shoot the most desperate prayer to Askasha. Please keep her out of trouble when I cannot.
Hey,
Tiska Tiska feels a chill go down her spine and she doesn't know why.
Misa has just this
that
intense.
Yeah,
Misa
it
has
must
this
just be,
intense
there
dread
must be
in
a
her
draft
stomach.
in the building. We all feel this chill.
haha, JD.
Maybe we should. They're a
Misa's
window
just-
open, like-
Misa just
But-
feels such dread.
Okay, Zacro, I know I'm not. I know I'm not always the best at thinking before I do things, but I am learning. I promise. I'm getting there. And I will only use this when we need it.
Bullshit. Sorry.
I said quiet, peanut gallery.
That's quite the cough you've got there. You may want to get that looked at.
Well,
That cost just be getting
with
real bad.
supervision, I think it could work out.
And honestly, I'm probably the best person to have this. I have the best charisma, and I can work with the group. I can get things that we need, you know?
Uh-huh.
I will only use this in circumstances, in important
People you will
circumstances,
never
okay?
see again.
Hey, Falk, what I tell you in DMs
what's the
is
DM?
private, okay?
What's the DM doing in the peanut gallery?
I'm allowed to be here.
Maybe that's
Oh, you've got
a
a nice
direct
seat.
quote from our DMs, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
God.
But yes, if we are in agreement, I would also like to know about the sword, because I would like to maybe give it to our big, strong people.
That's gonna take another 10 minutes. I wonder how long 10 is.
Hey, I'm not using it on you. I hid it.
No,
You
just
know,
a little bit. Just a
It's
little.
hidden. It's hidden in the scarf. I would not use this against you. You are my party. I would never betray the party.
Really good.
Jesus.
Okay, so you cast identify.
Quiet, peanut gallery.
Yes, I will identify again.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm turning this from a 3rd edition item into a 5th one.
Oh.
So it doesn't have like a name. You just know that it is a dislocating weapon.
What does that
A
mean?
what now?
What?
It's a dislocating weapon. There's a lot of conjuration magic on this sword. It's not very strong.
A dislocating weapon?
A dislocating weapon.
Do you think it would
stab
be?
Tell me what
someone and they
dislocating
dislocate their
means.
shoulder.
Under certain circumstances, it, or the person wielding it, or the person hit by it, might teleport.
What?
My.
Oh!
Excuse
I
me?
think I've seen this thing in action in a different universe with a different group that plays 3-0. Anyway,
Hessa starts poking it.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's a sword.
So. What?
It's a sword. Are you poking it? It's a sword.
Yeah. Just poking it.
You
So.
poke it.
So, Zacro, does that mean I shouldn't give it to Mila?
I think we definitely need to study
Teleporting
it
snake!
before anyone used it. It's very dangerous. You don't want Misa to disappear. That would be tragic.
Oh,
No one would
yeah,
control
that would
you.
be the worst.
No, she can't disappear. That's
I'm kidding.
No.
Temp isn't even in this scene.
peanut gallery. No.
Yeah, we definitely need to examine it further. Where's Lorelei?
Big teleporting snake.
I'm gonna show you my favorite part of the page. This is not what I'm using. I just want you to know this is what I saw that convinced me this is what I wanted the sword to sort of be.
Oh
Ooh.
gosh.
Jesus!
Yes.
I was like,
Yes!
oh,
Yes!
what?
Yes!
Sorry.
Misa, where are you? Hessa
okay, it
immediately
could
looks
be
for
worse
Misa.
though.
This
Because at least
existing.
they'd still be on the
God,
material
yeet!
plane.
Yeah, this isn't planar teleporting.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's a version that does that.
Yeah,
As Hessa sure is.
That's the one we saw.
As Hessa's poking the sword, she's like, well, I guess I'm not too surprised. I did buy this in hell.
Oh my goodness.
You did purchase that in hell.
Literal hell sword. Is Misa around?
She's near the fire, talking
go
to
find
some
her.
staff.
Misa!
Dragging the sword behind
Yes.
you because it's far too large for you.
Yeah, it's like the size of your body.
I'm imagining Zachar's trying to stop her, but she just keeps going. JD, yes.
Good cat.
Quality cat.
Oh, Misa!
It's a good baby.
Misa, I have a gift!
Misa feels that dread intensify, and she just sort of periscopes up a little bit. Not too much. She's still cold.
Oh, Periscope.
Love that.
Hessa attempts to like lift it over her head and
You
go,
can't.
look, I have a gift. Oh, I said attempts.
You attempt. It's a little
Sorry?
silly.
Nice.
Like lifts
Attempt, not tempt.
It's still
She
it's
has-
still dragging on the ground. Is the thing.
After
Misa
trying it,
periscopes.
she just kind of drops it in front of Misa and
Loud clang.
Misa just sort of blinks for a moment, and what is this?
sword. I got it in hell.
Oh,
sword.
this is far too large
It's a
for you.
hell
Why
of a
did you
sword.
buy it?
It was I thought you could use it.
Oh, I thank you, sister. Does it do anything?
Zacro says it might.
Yes. I'm like
Eating?
popping, running up behind.
So we should maybe be careful with it, but we should do tests, right?
Oh no. The problem
Okay.
is no way to know what it does unless you test it. Now,
Okay.
but you might move. It might teleport you. So let's think up a way to keep this safe.
Misa just sort of
Do you need the healer on standby?
Misa
I have an
immediately
idea.
straightens up. She's like, teleport.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Put me and the healer in the ship, and Misa, you have your sending stone on, and we'll have a sending stone here, and if you get thrown into the sky, we can come get you.
Oh no. Hessa starts to like look like she's regretting this suddenly. Well,
Misa-
maybe we should be
Misa,
careful.
mix that up.
Hessa starts flailing. Wait. Maybe we should be careful. I'm not usually one for that, but I really
Thank you for the
prefer
gift, sister.
I would prefer you not to get teleported somewhere not great.
Nyx is here. I'm going to say, because Nyx is the voice of me. And Nyx looks at
Valid.
this and he goes, "Wait, up? You think it can send you directly up?
Maybe.
Then couldn't it also send you directly down?"
Ooh.
Sure thing.
Okay,
Oh,
maybe we would.
You'll die
Maybe we
instantly.
don't want you. Hessa starts panicking. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we should just get rid of the sword.
No, it is okay, sister.
Okay. Well, you can't die anyway, so whatever.
I'm already dead. You're right. It's fine.
Sister, maybe
Here's
not.
the-
I'm
already
already
did
dead.
Insert noises.
Sister, maybe not. Maybe we should just put it
Let's
down.
not do this. You
She's
know what
not
this item
swinging
is
it,
good for?
She's just looking at
It's a
it.
good financial investment. We can just sell it.
Yes,
That's
let's
true.
do that. Yes, I'm very good at bargaining. I think we should
Oh,
most
goodness.
definitely do that. I can do that for the group because I am very charismatic.
Just remember, the only shop currently in town is Alexander's, and you're trying to mend bridges with him.
I am.
Maybe sell it out of town.
Yes, I'm. That was a hard one piece. We do not want that.
You can sell it to Alexander. Can you imagine if he managed to get the charm off that, put it in a bullet, and shoot someone with a bullet that threw them 1,000 miles into the sky?
Hessa goes unfocused for a second, and then tries to grab the sword and start dragging it towards Alexander.
I mean,
Okay.
Misa has it. Good luck.
You grab it, and you just, because it's snowy, your feet do the, like, trying to run in place
Yeah.
on the ice,
Oh,
but
no,
you're going
no,
nowhere
Lisa-
with the sword.
Oh no, Misa lifts the sword and Hessa.
Yeah.
Hessa then points where she wants to go. Well.
Oh, but it would be such a good party trick.
Yes, but we don't
Yeah.
want a
Hey,
party
guys,
trick
watch
that will
this. It
kill
dies.
you.
I mean, that is how some party tricks end, let's be fair.
That's true.
The good ones. Well, some of the good ones.
Some of
This
the
is
good
probably-
ones.
This is probably before the gifts, so Hessa's like, we'll get you another gift, okay? Come on. a better one. Don't worry, come on.
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
To Alexander!
Okay, so your plan is to have Alexander take the dislocating charm off of the sword and put it on ammunition?
I just
To
think
see
he
if
might
he
really
can do
enjoy
it.
it.
I mean, it'd be a fun challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you bring it to him, he is going to actually call for one of the scientists, and he's going to call on Justin, Lorelai's brother, because Justin is an enchantment wizard.
Oh.
And while
Can
on
Misa
one
fit
hand,
through the door? To
Yes.
Alexander's place. Okay.
there's like a double door entryway. It
Fantastic.
doesn't have a pole in the middle. That's rude.
Damn right.
Yeah, because Justin is an enchantment wizard, and that does not just mean charming people, it means, like, enchanting items. He will take a look at it, and see what he can do, if he can replicate this enchantment. Maybe, like, learn what it does a little bit more. Get a less vague idea of its capabilities.
Probably
That
a good
way,
idea.
that way Misa can have her party trick sword.
Yes. And he and Justin will go at that, and if you return in some time that I have not yet determined, they will have an answer for you.
We return at some point.
No, it's going to take a little longer than that.
I.e. the DM
Understandable.
wants to do.
As in, like, next interlude or something.
Yeah.
Fair, fair.
Misa's just so happy because she thinks that's just so cool.
No, you.
Alright. Yeah, he might be able to, if he could put it on bullets. Yeah, I don't see why he couldn't put it on arrows.
Magical.
Might be able to shoot somebody with a teleportation arrow. But again, it's a might teleport something. It's an enchantment that needs refinement.
Yeah. Well, he'll figure it out. I believe in him.
Wait, Falk, did you say that it could teleport any one of three things? The person it's hitting, the person it's using, and it?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Teleport itself.
You're gonna text him his head off, the sword just appears on your hands.
You hit someone,
no.
it's gone.
What?
Oh, I love it. Thank you for
It's the
buying
sword of
this. It is the sword of Yeet. I'm so happy.
It's the sort of boop.
It's
Can
the
we-
sword of poop.
Can we name it the Sword of Yeet?
No.
It's not
Really?
accurate, though.
But yes.
I mean,
But no.
I like the sword of boop. That's very good.
There, it is pretty good.
Or pop. Teleportation noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Universally accepted teleportation noises.
Bamf if you want to go Nightcrawler.
Ooh. It's also an option. Sort of Bamf.
Sort of.
It is blue.
Ooh.
Very blue. That was the specification that I got when I rolled it. Oh yes, there's the charms. Okay. That'll do.
There you go. we all make a different noise, or it makes a different noise every time
Every
it
time.
happens.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect. I love that.
It's actually just the TARDIS noise.
Nope. No, it's not.
Turned
Just
down.
the TARDIS noise and nope.
Nope. Denied.
Instant nope.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything?
This music file has been removed due to copyright claims from the BBC.
Odd.
Ooh.
Rip. Does anybody have anything else to do in Saint
No, once I find the paper saying what everyone got from Misa, I will send that in chat, but until I find that, no.
Okay. In which case, I think we will take the break early. One, because I need to go grab my charge cord for my other computer. And two, because I don't want to stop in the middle of the rest of the session.
Okay.
That's worrying, but okay.
That, yeah, admittedly,
Shit's going down.
I am in fact afeared.
It's fine.
We all die.
It's fine. You'll be fine.
I have
Don't
faith in our
worry
DM.
about it.
I don't have
I ha-
faith. Okay, look. See, here's the thing. I have faith in our DM. I don't have faith in Temp.
Aww.
We all have faith in Temp except for you. It's okay.
Yeah.
We make up for it.
Some of us still have our proficiency in religion.
Temp was a bad monk anyway. He didn't need that.
Listen. You're wrong.
Am I?
Yes.
The only thing he's good at is punching. But yeah, okay.
He has a good heart.
How dare you insult our number one punch boy?
He's not your number one punch boy though. He's the
he
number
is
2
for us.
punch boy.
He is
He
our
is
number
our
one punch boy.
Fight me.
We don't give a fuck about the other one.
Oh, fucking fight
Our
me. We're
number
fighting
one.
the punch boy.
Look, do you want me to take care of the other one for you?
I welcome you to try.
No.
Misa will volunteer to also try to do that for the sake of her number one punch boy.
I know exactly who it
Do it
is.
alone.
I have his name.
If anything, she can ask for this person to cease and desist.
I have his,
Stop
I can get his
punching.
stats.
Ooh.
We can do it. I believe in us.
Okay. Is that your goal? Do you have that as a goal now? Do you actually
Which
want
one?
to find the number one punch boy and like, kill him?
Beat the shit out of him? Yes. And take his title? Hell yeah.
Okay, so you just want to beat him. That's fine. I already knew that for you.
I also want to consume his liver. No.
You
No
gotta
liver consumption.
take him to Candy Mountain.
Oh.
I'm pinning the gifts
Does
just so
have-
everybody can find them.
Thank you.
All right. We're gonna go and take a break.
Goes to my inventory.
Break.
Break. I will see you guys back here in 10 minutes.
Break.
Break!
All of them. Okay. Those of you who have not seen a break here before, we are taking a 10-minute pause in the action. Let me give the autopilot. And we will be back in just a little bit. Take a walk around, get some water, etc. I will see you here in 10 minutes. Thank you, Distracted Bookworm, for the sound. Sorry, the autopilot screen didn't flash it up there. I really should do that. Alright, see you in a bit. Welcome back. Hello.
Hello, I found the paper.
I saw. Good job. Pardon me, I'm finishing up some yogurt.
Hey.
Valid. I just need to add thing for Nyx, which means I need to assign yuan T at X for Nyx. Assigned yuan T god. I have the list of on Zakro had Anthari, Mir had Tick, Tiska had
Peter Rocks, probably.
yeah. Hessa, of course, Azkasha. Brahm had Bashini. Temp had Suruk, because I like to think I'm funny.
Who?
Oh, and Lorelei had, the symbol of the mother.
Oh, that's perfect. The only one left is Lyriox, which is fitting for Nyx.
Perfect!
That works out really well, actually.
I have no idea what I just walked in on.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It was me thinking that I'm funny.
I'm Fear.
That's actually flawless. The way that worked out.
I am entirely Fear now.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's not a big deal.
I'm going to
I'm
put it
writing
in
all
chat
my-
in just a second.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you could write those down, because I'm writing all of my solstice gifts in my inventory now.
Yes, that is why I'm, I also made descriptions for them, so I need to... Did I give one for Tusu? I did not. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Did not
some
make a description for
potatoes.
Tusu. So, I need a new piece of paper. Notebook. Really shitty notebook, but it's fine. This pen bleeds.
Me.
Has Mira given a thing to Misa yet to crochet things? I'm trying to remember if she had or not.
Almost
well.
certainly.
Let me check. The answer is yes, it was a scarf.
Okay. That's right, I got like scarf with like different colors of thread woven in.
Yes. Yeah.
Which probably means I should take the thing off my bag of holding list because I had listed some yarn from Lalu's place for Misa. This fancy yard I traded with the god for it.
Oh yeah. Indeed. Okay. Are we all back? Is everyone here?
Yes, I'm eating though,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm
nice.
muted.
Okay. So, are you venturing back into the rift?
First thing my brain thought was, do we have to?
I mean, the first thing I thought was where
Yeah,
we
you
dropped
probably
him.
should.
So, like, you know. The two reactions.
Are we aiming for anyone particular or just diving in?
That's up to you. The rift is quite powerful. I believe we said Tiska's sense of place might be able to affect it. But in the past, you guys have just sort of gone through to wherever.
Yeah, as I recall, we decided that I think the thing was I don't remember. Should be able to
Yeah.
affect where it goes. I can't close it.
We only have a few places left, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if we can affect to where we go, let's
We
just
can
head to one
choose.
of them.
Yeah.
Choose is a strong term.
We can try to
Oh,
choose.
that felt.
Can attempt.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone who can buff.
Like, obviously, you
maybe
take
do
the ship
that?
through.
No, it's not like, it's not like SOS. I don't think you can buff this one. Okay. That's the sound
Have
of
any
me,
preferences?
realizing that all of my planning might not have been worth it.
Whoops.
We're going in the rift?
Oh, we shall see. Yeah.
And if you go somewhere else than what I had planned,
Oh,
We're
then
going
just
in the
let-
ship, right?
yeah, you're going in the ship. Okay, what have I
Does
got?
anybody have any preferences?
If I recall correctly, the planes you have left are the Outlands, Carceri, the Abyss, and Celestia.
Sounds
think
about
it's like-
right.
My preference is whatever the DM's preference happened to be.
I mean, out of character, same. But Tiska
Yeah.
is going to ask
Out of
the
character,
group if we
same.
have any
In Kara,
preferences.
character Mir wants a little bit of a palate cleanser, so not the Abyss. We'll come back to that.
Like,
But,
Celestia
you
or
know,
the Out.
fate may take us there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Misa doesn't care. She doesn't. She. Eh.
Yeah.
All of those places are to her.
Okay.
As a planar researcher, what's my take?
Celestia is the seven mounting heavens of Celestia are classically known as the home of the gods. It is a lawful good to neutral good plane of deities and magic and divinity. The Outlands are at the sort of center of the planar system, or they're at a place where most planes connect to them. They are a little bit backwards. They're very dangerous. Magic doesn't work right in them. Carceri is sort of it's hell-ish. It's hell adjacent. I
Hell
believe
adjacent.
that is where all of the like Yugoloths are from. Which are like a weird classification of like animalistic. Not a demon, not a devil, something else. And then the abyss. The abyss is the abyss. It's an endlessly deep pit of a plane where layers go on infinitely, and it's very difficult to escape.
Okay, so guys, before we continue that, I just want to make sure that everyone writes what I'm going to put in the chat down, because these are the gifts that Misa handmade and gave out to everybody for Solstice. And yeah, she put a lot of fucking effort into this.
Why don't I have my character sheet open?
Good question.
I feel
JD
it.
doesn't even have a character sheet at all, so you're one step ahead
That's
of that.
that's why we're pinning these in
Yep.
the channel.
Well, I've got my character sheet open for this. I've got my my bag of holding notes open.
Yes.
JD, do you remember what your spells were?
Sorry?
No.
Do you remember what your spells were, JD?
No.
Because that may come up.
Yes.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh, do you have them on
I have them. I have a paper copy of that.
Okay. Is it up to date?
So
No.
you absolutely
Level
not.
10.
You absolutely do not have an app. It wasn't a good one. I know. Sorry.
I mean, I have old spells.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Okay. Can we go?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you going to try to affect the destination of the rift?
No.
Let's just wing it. Let's go
Um,
for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, I hope it's not the Abyss.
Okay.
Gonna
Guys, we can
Carceri
always
would
turn around.
also not be ideal, but, you know, we'll take what we can get.
The rift, are you going in your ship?
Yes.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
assuming so. The rift, you load up into the ship, and it just kind of flies whenever you want it to. It doesn't have fuel or anything, it just kind of does that. You point it towards the rift. It is a very deep blue color. With
I get an
with
idea of
shimmer.
where it is.
Can you, or do you?
I would like to try.
Okay, do you
If-
need to roll for that?
I don't think I generally do.
I don't think so either. It is Celestia.
beans.
Mhm.
That's the preference.
All right. You go through.
I don't see why not.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Whee!
Okay.
Hmm?
You send the ship through. Normally, when you go through the rift, you experience maybe a split second of like transitional time, and then you are in your new place. Zakrau, you are looking directly out the front of the ship, and most of you guys can sort of see what is outside. You don't see the plane appear exactly. You see just that gray transitional space, and all of you are just kind of standing there. And then Mir, you hear a voice, and you turn and you see Nova is standing there, like in the bridge with you, and she says, "Child, be cautious. You are going somewhere I can't." And then her voice cuts out, and she like flickers for a second, and then it comes back in, and she goes, "Entering the," and it cuts out again.
Oh.
You're going through a tunnel!
What do you
You're
do?
just like, does anyone else see this? She
we
points
see this?
to where it is.
No, you do not. You just see that you're still in the transitional zone.
God Lady is appearing to me again. Nova.
Who?
I think she's got some kind of interference. I think I mentioned her way back when she appeared. Sorry, yes, this was the God Lady who appeared when we were trying to do something with those souls after the removing the obstruction thing in
You
hell.
hear her again, and she goes, "Hugo, I cannot. I'm within."
I think her connection's getting disrupted.
Her image.
I'm only hearing bits.
Her image freezes, and then it like flickers and it disappears, and then you're out of the transitional place.
She's gone now.
And
That was weird.
you are swiftly distracted because you see before you a vast starry sea, glittering and beautiful, and beyond it, a huge mountainous island. And it's not like any island you've ever seen, because it has a ring of peaks that extends far upwards, and then above those there is another ring, and it just keeps going upwards, far past the level at which the sky should end. They are larger than any mountains could possibly ever be. What do you do?
Oh.
Should we be worried about the god situation?
That's up to you.
I'm asking this of Mir.
I don't know. Do I know if there are like specific gods that live on this celestial plane? Could that be what's causing it?
There's
Should I be rolling
lot of
religion?
gods here.
Ah.
Like, a lot.
Well, you know, from the sounds of it, she wasn't necessarily on
what
the
do we
best
know about
terms
this
with all the
plane?
gods. So,
What was
That's
that,
not
JD?
great.
what do we know about this plane?
Yeah.
That's, I think, what JD asked.
I can look up additional details for you.
Info dump time.
Celestia.
Hmm?
I am looking it up so that I can give you additional details. It is the ultimate in law and good. All aspects of Celestia are beautiful and perfect. It is where the souls of many creatures of lawful good alignment go after death. It is home to numerous celestial creatures, including various types of archons, angels. As an outer plane, it is infinite, consisting of 7 layers. That would be the mountains that you see before them. You actually see, it's like mountains stacked on top of each other, and they just keep going up.
Jesus.
The higher up they go, the sort of more ascended they are, the most powerful of the gods of Celestia live on the 7th highest heaven of the plane. There are many things here. Angels, solars, dragons, It says here Hollyphants. I'm not sure what that is.
The
Sounds
more
like an
you
elephant.
say, the
Is
more you
it
say
like-
It's an
lawful, the... Oh, that's
with
wonderful.
wings.
I love
That's magical.
Holy fence?
Oh, the viewer described Hollyphants as mutant killer elephants with wings. Okay, well, okay.
That's
Fun.
Not sure what that's
only
doing here.
slightly horrifying.
Sounds fun. Well, the more you
That's why now-
say lawful, the more worried Hessa looks.
Oh.
Maybe
Falcon,
I
what
should
do I-
stay
What do I
here.
know about the risks of this plane?
The risks of this plane.
Risks.
Not a
I'm
whole
waiting.
lot, to be honest, because everything you've heard about Celestia has been like, well, good.
Maybe I should stay on the ship. I mean, I don't want to cramp you guys' style.
Misa just sort of blinks and says, well,
Okay.
I
last
might
but
have
not
to stay as
least,
well.
What does the nav box say?
It says go towards that island.
Doesn't say anything.
We
It
do
doesn't
that.
have a mouth, nerd.
Okay.
No.
You take the ship towards
Don't.
the island.
Can I open all radio frequencies in case somebody wants to talk?
It's funny you should mention that.
We have a radio?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
You
Oh dear.
get not even a third of the way
breaking the
towards
law.
the shore, and you hear sirens.
Oh boy, we're breaking the law.
Hell yeah,
We
are.
did ride a chunk of hell into into
Oh,
You hear
God
sirens.
hell.
the celestial plane.
And a loudspeaker voice
Hell.
that echoes outside the ship and on your radio frequencies says, "Halt."
We halt.
Okay. It says, "You have trespassed over the celestial sea in a vehicle disallowed from entry into the plane of the gods. Halt."
We've halted.
We halt.
After a few seconds
Yeah, we
of
don't-
being halted,
Halted.
So what I'm
You
stop
hear-
right there.
what? No, go on. What was?
Hmm?
What were you saying?
You cut out.
Oh, I cut out. I said, so
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is, stop right there, you criminal scum. You violated the law.
I really should not have really bothered to ask. I think that was a waste of my words there.
It was a waste of your brain cells, yeah.
My words air.
So I'm gonna keep going now. After a few seconds, you feel the ship like move slightly, as if something has landed on the wings. And then you hear, you've never heard this before, but your ship says something, and it just goes,
What?
"Unauthorized presence detected. Unauthorized presence detected."
No. No,
They
it's
just-
okay, it's okay,
It
it's
starts
okay.
repeating that.
It's okay.
Are you guys sure this is a good idea? Maybe we should
Can I shut down the
come
ship?
back later.
Yeah. You don't get the chance to. All of you freeze. It's not because you want to. It's because you were paralyzed.
Oh, nice.
And
Feel infinitely less optimistic about
When-
this.
you next are aware of yourselves. You are not on the ship.
What the fuck?
What?
We don't curse here.
You don't.
Misa just sort of looks around and goes, I apologize, but excuse me?
Well,
Harry, what's
Funny.
going on? What the heck?
you would do that, but you're not there.
What?
Misa's not with you guys.
My sister is dead.
You guys find yourselves in a structured room, almost like an amphitheater. You are on the lowest level, on a big sort of circular floor. There's a desk, a big long like curved desk that you are standing behind. Each of you are standing also in front of a chair. There's another one of those on the other side of this sort of semicircle that you're on, that you're standing on, and a single walkway through a bunch of like benches and chairs that leads back towards a door. And
Oh no.
leading up out of this area, you see many tiers of sort of seats for people watching.
Hessa is looking for Misa.
And when you look up to the center of the amphitheater floor, you see there are a couple of little like podiums, podium stations, and then there is one larger podium, and it has someone sitting behind it. All of you have your hands bound.
Misa was the only good one of us!
All of your hands are bound with these strands of soft blue light. Tiska, your wings are bound down, so are Nyx's. He is also muzzled. All of your weapons,
baby.
as well as the bag of holding, are gone.
What
Hey.
the fuck?
Nyx is a baby.
When you look
The bag of
over
holding is gone.
to that main podium, you see, let's see, where's the description of him? Let's see here. He is a black-robed humanoid figure. The face has a humanoid mouth, but where there should be a nose and eyes, the skin smoothly transitions into about a third of a flat disc of bone and skin that just fans above the rest of the head.
That's
no
horrifying.
features. Yeah, when you look
Okay.
around,
Great.
you start to realize you are in a room filled with very strange things. There's that thing sitting behind the podium. There are floating geometric masses that make no sense. There are creatures made of light or inorganic material. There's beasts. There's a straight-up dragon, just like sitting there watching.
Cool.
What color?
And speaking of dragons, there is overarching this floor that you're on, there is a giant, dark, crystalline carving of a dragon with feathered wings. It looks like it's designed to look like it's perched atop the amphitheater of this floor, looking down upon what's happening. Its face is directly above that one main angel. And yes, you can tell, these are angels.
Well,
So,
where have I gone?
You were too good for us.
you...
Um,
yeah.
Excuse me, my friend? I apologize, but we were not aware of your laws
Someone
before
shushes
we
you.
came here.
And it is someone...
It's me, I shush you.
That's true.
Wow.
But you also get a shush from someone who is sitting at the desk that you guys are standing behind, next to you. And it is a person they are a tall, sort of featureless figure in what looks to be a golden dress, like a long golden dress that trails on the ground, made of mist and little sparks of light that float around. It is open at the torso, and in fact, their torso is also open, because instead of a solid body, they have metallic bars, and inside the bars is a golden bird. It looks like a small, say, a stork or a heron or something. This figure's arms and face are completely still and immobile, but the bird inside peers through the bars and looks at you guys, and it's the bird that shushed you, not the figure.
Hello, little one. Could you...
It shakes its head, no.
Where are we?
DM.
Yes.
I have a question out of character. Does the legal knowledge I got uploaded into my head apply here? Do I know anything about what's going on?
Well, you can definitely tell this is a courtroom.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can I
that's
make
easy.
a religion check on any of the angels I see to know shit about them?
Sure.
Namely, the one at the center podium or the one with the bird.
Yeah, sure, you can go ahead and attempt that.
Can I perception check the room?
Yeah, sure.
God.
Can I perception check for Misa?
Sure.
18
18
for
on
religion.
Let's see. You don't know much about the exact appearances of angels. People don't really see them. They don't frequent the material plane, so no one knows what they are. They do tend to sort of resemble, like, the domain of the deity that they're devoted to, or in command of, if in fact they are devoted to one. Some angels are just angels, and they just exist, and that's that.
Can I tell what gods these might be devoted to? The one on the podium and the one near us?
The one near you, you have no idea. You've never heard of a deity that is of bird cages? Not really sure what's up with that.
The burb of power.
The one on the podium?
17 to
Give me
look
a
for
second, I'm
Misa.
Googling.
17 to look for Misa.
Where
Need
is
to look for
my
Misa.
sister?
You don't see Misa.
Hessa's panicking a little bit.
Mir's panicking a lot bit.
Misa just
What
got
kind of-
her solstice gift and now she's gone.
Misa, wherever you are not conscious of it.
Oh, damn it.
Nice.
You are not currently, aware.
Sort of
Oh,
like how
fuck.
Temp wishes he could be right now.
What kind of a check would I have to make to, like, figure out what's going on besides we're in a courtroom and apparently on trial?
I honest to God don't know. Hold on, I'm dealing with the, religion question as well.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Aren't we all?
That's fair. There are... God, I love there's a page for the celestial bureaucracy.
Hi, Cam, by the way. Okay, back to the game.
Hi, Cam.
There are
Hi.
any number of deities that this main
Hello.
angel could be an angel of. It's definitely, judging by the appearance, it's one of the justice gods, obviously. It could be a Monitor, which is a deity of... a very old deity of justice and law. You're like, Bahamut? Nah, probably not Bahamut. This thing isn't a dragon. The dragon might be of Bahamut, the one that's in the audience, but not this main angel. And then again, of course, it could just be an angel who works in law.
Just went to law school.
Yep.
Got their degree.
So. Okay, who else was asking something of me? Tiska, you were trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Your legal knowledge is mostly Hells oriented. So you can sort of take some guesses at what's going on, but you won't know for sure if you're correct.
Is there any kind of a check that I could make to, like,
Could you repeat that last bit you
Perhaps.
cut out?
Is there any kind of a check I could make to, like, perhaps inform those guesses?
To inform what?
Inform those
to-
guesses.
Inform those guesses.
Yeah.
Religion, I guess?
Mir asks the bird angel, "Are you our lawyer?"
The bird nods.
Okay, so that's a 19.
Okay. It almost
Iowa.
definitely has something to do with the fact that you came here in the Shard of Acheron.
We came in a
Scatter.
chunk of hell to the celestial
A
realms.
literal chunk of
About to rego the thing.
cube stone
We
from
Was it that I
Acheron.
We maybe should have thought this through.
definitely
but
should have thought this through.
there's no reason that alone would have landed you in a courtroom, you think? That probably would have gotten you, like, detained. But there's gotta be something more.
JD.
Possibly multiple
Oh.
somethings more.
Crap.
Hey, Falcon, did I
yeah.
notice anything with my check?
I'm
Your, what was your check on? What was it? Perception?
20 perception. for the
Perception. 20. You notice that, one of the angels is like a long serpent shape made of like white and blue fire. And, it is the exact same material that your handcuffs and bindings are made of.
I'll look to the bird and can you tell us what is happening? We'll apologize for the ship. We didn't mean to offend or anything.
The bird shakes its head, and looks to
Let's
that.
not talk yet.
Looks to that serpent-looking angel.
Hi, can we know what charges were being brought up on here?
Yes. Give me just a second. I'm going to do the thing.
Ah.
By the way,
What?
there is on the desk in front of you, a shiny stone gecko. It's just sitting there,
Is he?
completely still. And the white-blue fire-looking serpent angel, sort of rises up in the air a little bit and says something in Celestial. And when it does, the little gecko's mouth opens and it comes out in common for you guys.
Guess what?
Ah.
I know Celestial.
You know Celestial. Okie dokie. I didn't know if anybody knew Celestial or not, so I was like, I'm gonna give them a translator.
Okay.
That's really cute, though. It's important for us all to be on the same level for this.
Mm-hmm.
What do we
The
got?
bailiff asks everyone to rise. You guys are already standing, but the bird angel next to you stands, and so do, like, the audience and whatnot. And
All rise!
the serpent angel says, "The 12th Mountain Court of the First Heaven is now in session. Eudix Virgil presiding. Be seated."
I sit.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys
If-
sit.
Oh,
I have
no. Oh, where's my goat?
Oh, poor goat.
Oh,
I'm assuming the
no.
goat was like a while back.
Okay, yeah, probably
Multiple
just,
days.
yeah, probably it probably left. Okay, we're
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, they disappear at the dawn anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys sit down. Nyx has like a weird flat stool to sit on, so that he can be at the level of the rest of the group.
Oh.
Baby.
You're kind of like looks at the bird, sort of like points to Nyx's mouth and says, "He can't talk, right?
Nyx
He's not a."
Nyx says, "Oh yeah, I can. I can speak through this. I just hate it. They probably think I would bite them. They're right, but like."
I support you, small
That's-
child.
Okay,
I will bite.
that
Go,
probably
Pat.
wasn't
I will
helpful
bite
to say that
anything.
out loud.
Hessa
go,
puts out a
Paps.
hand for a high five.
Well, you can't. Your hands are
Perhaps Tiska
Yeah, but,
like,
like,
does her best
puts
to
her
pat
hands forward.
Nyx's foreleg.
down. Okay.
That's big valid.
The
Awkward high five.
the angel judge, Virgil, speaks up, and he says, "Hail all, in the hour of the hawk on the horizon, calling the case of the laws of Celestia against..." And he pauses, and he looks at you guys, and he goes, "State your name. What do you call yourselves?"
As a group or Rift Watchers? Do you want our individual names?
No, that will do. Calling the case of the laws of Celestia against the Rift Watchers. Are both sides ready? And on the opposite side of the room, another angel stands. And this one is a softly glowing, just like white figure with absolutely no features. Their limbs are just
Fun.
way too long, and they have around their head this like halo of pure black that frames them in this circle of dark, and the black is too pure to see through at all. And it also, when this figure moves, like steps around the desk, you see that the halo always seems to look like it's directly behind their head as you're looking at them, no matter where they are or how they move.
That's incredible.
As they speak, it sounds like clanging bells, but the gecko translate for you. And they say, "District Attorney Non, ready?" And Non sits, and the birdcage angel next to you rises and nods to Virgil. The body, interestingly enough, the body stands perfectly still, but the bird inside gestures with its wings and sings through its, like, throat. And this one says, "Tatian, serving as public defender, we are ready." And they sit again. And Virgil glances over to his left and he says, "Will the clerk please swear in the jury?" And another angel literally just appears out of the air. They were invisible, and now they are not. They are a shifting mass of light in the shape of a person. It's a little bit vague in shape, but she's got 3 sets of wings, one on her lower back that sweeps up around her hips and legs like a skirt, one on her upper back that covers her torso like the bodice of a dress, and one on the back of her head that covers her face like a mask. And she goes over to this sort of like sideboard jury of other angels. There are like some humanoid ones. There's a globular mass of sharp shards of what looks like bone, maybe, which is dripping a viscous golden fluid that evaporates before it hits the floor. There is a mass of watery light and scales that floats in blobs that combine and split and recombine endlessly. There is a very large dog, some kind of lab. There is a woman wearing long robes with several large, fluffy white and red tails and 2 sets of eyes under a twitching set of fox-like ears. The 6-winged angel speaks quietly to each of them in turn, and they kind of nod and agree to her. And she's just kind of going through them, swearing each of them in. Now that you know that she's around, as she simmers out of visibility, you can see the faint sort of waver in the air where she is. And she moves back across the courtroom floor to the far side and remains there. I'm doing a lot of scrolling. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. You were all just very quiet.
We were listening to this description.
Sorry,
We
yeah, I
were
didn't know,
we were being polite for the first time.
That's fair.
You've
Where
truly
is
scared
Egg?
us. We're actually
That's a
being
good
quiet.
question.
Oh,
Egg is probably with Misa.
No,
I
definitely not.
I did,
Really?
I did say
Egg is not
earlier that
present.
Hessa.
Yeah, Egg
Don't
is
you
not there.
no.
touch
both
my
of-
cat.
Hessa, both of your snakes are gone.
Hey, Egg's a cat right
Um,
now.
this is. I know you mentioned the bag of holding was taken.
Yep.
Does Spear still have like her holy symbol and such, or are those
Yes.
gone?
You do.
You do not have Wilder Spark.
No, it
On
counts
my
as a weapon
person?
and they took it.
Important
Confiscated.
question:
Yes.
does Hessa have her new brooch?
Yes.
Okay.
Not like you can take it out.
Yeah, your hands are bound.
You never know.
Okay.
You're not telekinetic. Good luck.
The
It's
district attorney
something we can
stands.
use.
What was that?
It's something we could use, maybe.
Maybe.
But go on.
The district attorney stands and says, Your Honor and those of the jury, the defense has been charged with acquisition and active use of an infernal device, with the escort of an undead into the 7 mounting of heavens, without permission or summoning, with the possession of a forbidden artifact, and with the
Get
transport
away
of such forbidden artifact into the 7 mounting heavens.
Oh
The evidence will show that the defense actively and deliberately undertook all of the aforementioned actions with full intent of entering the 7 mounting heavens, and shows no intention of removing themselves from this plane or disconnecting themselves from the aforementioned artifacts, devices, and undead. Based on all of this, I will prove to you that the defense is guilty as charged.
Hessa's about to
You know, I
fight
might remove
someone.
myself a little quicker if you unbound me.
Tatian glances over to you, and it speaks very quietly so that only you can hear it. It's the bird that looks over, not the body. And it says, I'm going to speak very frankly. Your case is very, very weak.
I can't even hear you.
Your case is weak. I'm going to bank on the fact that you clearly didn't know what you were doing when you entered Celestia, but ignorance of the laws does not mean you're not subject to them. There is no doubt that
We
you
actually
did all
didn't
those
know we were
things.
going to Celestia.
Unfortunately,
Question,
that doesn't pardon you.
Quick question: what artifact are they talking about? Is it just the ship itself, or?
No. The
Oh no.
artifact.
Mir? Or
But they...
What is it?
Zacro never told anyone. Zacro.
A little more specific. We have a lot of
Which one? I don't even remember what it was. What did I do?
Just out of curiosity, what
The
do you
rock.
think they're talking about? I just want to know personally.
I mean,
Where did
where are
that
the
come?
eyes?
I have a couple of assumptions.
Where are
my
they?
weird
Whoa.
The eyes are
We all
where I figured it'd be safe.
we all have very different ideas here.
They want the
I thought it was
frog
the
box.
rock. I thought it was the
Could it
stupid
be
rock
Dwayne?
again. Well, at the end of one of our episodes, the rock is like necromantic or something, right? They don't have. They don't like
yeah, that was mentioned.
You remember.
Of course, Hessa doesn't know that. But I'm just saying that's a possibility.
Out of character, I would like to say that I am offended at these creatures implying that Misa is undead. She's just dead. Fuck you.
That's fair.
She's literally just dead.
I mean, by the definition, no, she's undead, because she returned to the material plane.
It has to be stupid Dwayne.
By the grace of her gods.
We're lawful
by
good
the-
gods, right?
Can I talk
Bashini
to
is not a lawful good
Birdcage?
god.
Oh.
JD, what
Bashini
was that?
is...
Yes?
Bashini's lawful
Birdcage,
neutral.
so that we're doing this
Yes.
because we really need to save the world. And that has been mandated by other gods, so maybe they'll come to us.
Tatian nods. We've heard that one before. And then they stand.
Christ.
It's
And
true.
they say, because they have to address Virgil, and they say, Your Honor and those of the jury, under the laws of Celestia and the world beneath, my clients should be presumed innocent until proven guilty. But I add to this, should my clients prove guilty, should they then be held accountable for crimes they did not realize existed? I wish to examine, instead of the crimes committed, the reason behind them, and in that I will prove that while my clients may have acted erroneously, they bore no malicious intent, and therefore no guilt for their actions. And they sit. The crowd seems a little confused.
Join the club, crowd!
Alright,
You go
well,
first, it's a big
one
nerd.
of the things we do have intent to remove ourselves.
Virgil,
We're actually going to remove ourselves once we remove a thing that would cause other things to come here through where we came in.
We're trying to
Not only will we be leaving, but we'll be getting rid of one of the doors into the realm, preventing other idiots from ending up in here.
outside there is a distant thump. Virgil says, A reminder that the purpose of the court is to determine guilt and charge the defense if guilty, not to examine the moral wellness of the defense. And Tatian, the bird, looks to you guys and shrugs.
Context is important.
The prosecution calls its first witness.
Oh, God.
And Non stands and says, The district calls the arresting officer involved. And that flaming snake escorts forward a six-legged creature that has legs like those of an ostrich, but dark. It also
Terrifying.
possesses two sets of wings, feathered with the same sort of spotty, dappled gray as the rest of its body. It's very long, fluffy tail, and has a beaked face with curved green horns. Basically, it's like Trico with more legs and wings,
Love it.
because I love that thing.
Fuck yeah.
Around its neck, it has a metal band with a mountain-shaped emblem on it. As it's walking up, you hear another thud from the outside.
Should we be worried about that?
What's out
Tatian
there?
glances to you and doesn't seem to know how to respond to that one.
Oh no, is that what they feed us to if they find us guilty?
It's like your heart's being weighed against the scale in Egypt and you just fucking fail it, so you're fed to the fucking leopard crocodile. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just
Amu will
gonna
feast
eat
tonight.
us. Yeah. Delicious.
Feast upon the hearts of the unworthy.
who has the highest passive?
Not
What?
Hessa.
Probably either me or Temp.
Yeah, I think it's. Temps is 17.
It is Tiska.
I think I have 18.
No, it's
with
18. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's 18?
So Tiska and Temp.
They both have
17
18.
written down on my sheet.
No, it's 17. Sorry, you're right.
Okay,
I'm dumb.
it's Tiska.
I think mine is.
Yours
I
is
think
18
18.
with the scarf.
I think. Yeah, mine is 18 with the scarf.
Tiska.
Does she still have her scarf? Is the question.
Tiska, you
Assume
notice
so.
that
Not a weapon.
as Tatian was speaking, there was some action at the side of the room. And there is an angel standing there. This one looks like, sort of just like a weird horse. And it is standing next to a small table that it has uncovered. And on that little table, there is an ornate silver bird cage. And inside that bird cage is a hovering light.
Okay.
Sister?
Well, I have concerns
that. I didn't even hear what you said.
What was it?
Don't worry about it.
I love
Okay.
Hessa so much. Oh, my heart hurts, but I love it.
Don't worry about it.
The baby wants her sister.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said
can I-
sister.
Misa, I would like to tell you that you are now able to see the proceedings of the room.
Yep.
Is Misa
Yup.
the light in the birdcage?
Misa is hoping that Bashini doesn't hear her as she's thinking of a lot of very bad curse words.
Unfortunately, you're not able to speak.
Oh no, she's not speaking. I had a feeling she wouldn't be able to talk. She's just being very descriptive in her mental capacity to just call all of these angels very, very bad things.
That's very rude.
She's a light in
Okay.
a cage. She can't even speak. She was called undead. She's not happy.
Yep. Yep.
Tiska's gonna notice this and like try to continue to pay attention, but in the meantime, she's gonna pull out from underneath the scarf the bone amulet that she had used as her focus before she got Wilderspark, and start focusing on that, and
Okay.
just kind of in her brain repeating some prayers that she learned as a child to the Lady of the Lily. Just quietly
Also-
to herself.
Okay.
Also, I want to ask you something, Val.
Yes.
Can Misa shift? Like not try to escape, but just sort of buzz around angrily in
Yeah.
this little cage. That's exactly. She's bouncing against the walls of this cage.
Yeah, you just
Like
kinda,
an
you
angry
you
little
bonk on 'em
glowing
like a
wasp.
fucking firefly,
Oh,
or one of those
she's
big beetles.
she's just so angry. She's thinking something along the lines of, if only I had my halberd.
If you did, it
And
would've been
arms to
escaping.
use it with.
Right?
Excellent. Yeah, Tatiana kind of looks over at you as you grab the pendant out, and they kind of watch you warily, but as you're just standing there to pray, they do not do anything. And the six-winged angel is going through, is swearing in the many-legged, many-limbed Trico angel. And you hear another thud from outside. And this time you actually see Virgil kind of like look towards it. He doesn't have any eyes, but
He moves.
He
You
moves.
get the feeling that he's looking at it.
yeah, like his
Moves
hand
his
twitches.
face to.
Okay, but like, is that something bad? Do we know what the hell is making that noise?
Who do you ask?
Our lawyer.
Tatiana actually glances back and they say, I don't know. Normally we don't hear that.
They don't know what that
Breaking
is.
up.
That isn't like bad stuff happening or people being hurt, right? Should,
I cannot tell you because I don't know.
I assume
the-
someone will
The
help
The
if
the
I
light- the light in the cage is moving more erratically, and in what is very easily to infer anger.
And the horse next to you, which I want to say probably has wings, it looks to your little cage and it says, hey, like, be careful.
She gets worse.
I hope you know
No,
my brain just pictured Swiftwind from She-Ra.
God.
No, this one's more chill than that. It's just
She
like a
can't-
Pegasus.
She can't explain why she's angry, so she's just getting angrier.
And the horse says, hold on, no, you're gonna tire yourself out and then blank out again. Just slow down.
Hold
She-
your
she-
horses.
She very she very, very slowly stops vibrating at the speed of light.
Yeah, okay, that's better. Listen, I know
You've
it's not
taken-
great, but you know. Listen, they're not gonna. The worst they'll do is just send you back to wherever you came from. Okay?
My brain is suddenly like, what if that's Bashini at the door? Like, what the fuck have you done to my girlfriend?
What have you done to my champion?
Sheenie is
No.
ready.
The first one was correct.
They're both correct. And as you think this, there is another sort of loud sound, and it's much closer this time. And Virgil actually like half stands, and he looks to the clerk, and he says, or he looks to the bailiff, and he goes, "Could you inquire as to what is causing a disturbance? Because it's affecting the proceedings, and I'm not interested in that at the moment." And the bailiff, that little fiery snake-looking thing, flies down the aisleway, and it flies in like a swirl, like a corkscrew pattern. Not for any reason, that's just how it is. And heads to the door, and as it reaches the door slams open. And you hear someone go, "Virgil, I swear to God, I swear to myself, if you do not stop this right this instant, I will show you what a 1,000-year lecture looks like. Do you hear me?
Oh my god.
Do you hear me?"
Oh my god.
And it is a tall woman in golden armor that has a train that trails on the floor behind her, and she's carrying a weapon, which is not something anyone in here is doing. And she is not helmeted or masked. She has, in fact, an incredible afro. And she strides down the aisleway, and she says, "If you think that for one more moment you are going to terrorize my husband's little cleric like this, I will not...
Yes!
I will put you somewhere no one will find you for multiple years."
Is the weapon a bardiche with the
Yes,
sun
it
pattern on it?
is.
Yes!
Oh.
Bless.
You can see it, but I'm like dancing in my chair.
And she strides out.
Yes,
onto the
queen!
floor.
Misa starts flitting around in the cage again, trying to get attention from this woman. Please let me out.
Yeah, and she begins to...
Mir is emitting a sound like a tea kettle.
It is the sound of a tea kettle. You're a mimic.
Yeah.
She strides into the center of the courtroom floor. She is very tall, and is able to look Virgil eye to faceplate, even though he's sitting up on his little podium. And when she walked in, he like started, and you saw that he materialized 2 sets of wings behind him, but he is now just kind of sitting there watching her, and she is just like going off on him. And as she does this, you see her glance to her side just once, and then there's a man who is sitting on the end of your desk, just suddenly there, and he is well dressed in shades of blue and silver and white, and he looks down at all of you, and you hear, like, the rest of the sound in the room dampen a little bit. And he looks to all of you, specifically to you, Mir, and he says, "It would seem we have a problem." Hi! Hello. You all have gotten yourself into a bit of trouble here?
Yes.
Yes.
Misa's going slightly faster again.
Oh, Misa, good point. As you do that, the horse goes, "Hey, oh, hey, no, wait." And someone grabs your birdcage. And you don't see it. No, none of you see it. You just see there's like a movement, and the birdcage is gone. And there's another movement, and the birdcage is on your desk. And you catch maybe the slightest glimpse of a small figure in a blue cloak, who just sort of vanishes out of existence again.
Hessa immediately grabs like one of the bars and is like holding it in place just in case.
Okay. I mean, the person just grabbed that, and they brought it over to you, effectively. So Misa, you've been reunited with your group. You're still a little light in a birdcage, though.
She's still... She's less erratic now, but still just sort of just bouncing against the walls.
Bats the birdcage just a tiny little bit.
All right.
If she could hiss, she would.
You emit a small hissing noise.
Yes! Yes!
And
Tim
the
looks
god who
very
is sitting on your
confused.
desk looks to you and he goes, "Are you aware of why you are here?"
Vaguely? I know we fucked up in some capacity.
Yes, and they kind of rushed you into a trial because of your, well, because of that. And he nods to you, Mir. You can't tell what he's nodding at.
What? Me?
Because,
What? What'd I do?
yes. Well, let me break this down for you. You came here in a ship that is from the Hells, but that, in and of itself, is not too entirely terrible.
We
However,
figured out that much.
you
But
did
what
bring,
artifact are they talking about?
well, that. And he points to the Starlight Ward.
Troll feces!
What? What?
Mir, what in the hell did you do?
He looks to you and he says, I suppose that's why we have been unable to communicate with you. It's been blocking our signal. We didn't make that. Nova did. And it's not called the Ward. It's called the Dark Star.
That's ominous.
Uh-oh.
Dank star,
It
am I
is.
right?
It,
Temp.
This is neither the time nor the place.
it is one of her artifacts from very long ago. And unfortunately, no one can remove it from you.
Mir immediately tries to take it off. Like,
You can't. Your hands and arms just like won't do it.
Yeah, okay. Well, damn it.
This is a problem.
Spells like remove.
She is beginning to exert her influence on the world through you, which is something
Oh, I
we
don't
have
like that.
attempted to prevent for many years. Are you aware of who she is? Did she tell you anything?
Not much, just that she didn't like you,
Of course not.
or any of the family. She gave her name as Nova, but I don't think that's her real name. She seemed to imply that her real name would break my fragile mortal mind.
And what else did she say?
I, as a player, am trying to remember.
No, it's okay.
She seemed to be trying to. She was a
I
before.
remember something. She said that she wanted to go home. Or something to that effect. She said she wanted to come back.
You must understand, Nova is evil. She is a goddess of lies, and she is a goddess of undeath and necromancy. She is called the False Dawn for a reason. Anything she tells you will be untrue. Any word she speaks will be a lie. She will not hesitate to manipulate you for her own needs. Do not trust anything that she says.
Okay, so small problem.
You hear another hiss from the cage.
Can Misa talk, or is she?
No, just hiss.
No,
Okay,
she's just hissing emphatically.
Me.
I am uncertain how to interpret that hiss. Other than
Oh, don't worry.
annoyance. I guess. Okay, so this brings up the small problem of with her blocking my connection to you. I don't know if I can use my magic or your magic.
She appears to be
Which
somehow, and for some reason, undoubtedly something evil, giving you power. We are trying our best to support you as we always have and always will, but she is interfering with our magic. The best we can do is fight her constantly, and hope that we can overpower her influence. We cannot remove the dark stuff from you. It is the artifact of a god, and it is bonded to you at this point, and it will not see itself removed. It has goals of its own. In order to destroy it, you must take it to a place of power on the material plane and ruin it there. We can't do this for you.
Question.
Yes.
If I can't remove it from me, does this involve me, like, jumping into a volcano or something?
No, child.
Okay, good.
When you reach the place of power, we should be able to connect with you and overpower her long enough to allow you to remove it.
Oh, thank you. Can I just say thank you for a lot of the stuff you've done for me? Mir, like, immediately starts over-talking a little and becoming a little bit of a blubbering mess. Just had it. Sorry. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to you guys.
Yes, I know.
I'm okay.
We've missed you here.
Kind of a place of power would we have?
There are 7 that exist, but only a couple of them are able to be used in the manner in which we would have you use them.
Oh, can we get, like, the short list?
Yeah, let your DM grab that.
Right.
How's the rest of the court reacting to this, by the way? Like, is Ayla still going off on Virgil?
Yeah, in like slow motion.
Ah, he's having a special celestial talk with us.
He is. Yep. You would think the DM would have prepared the list.
Yeah, that's what you would think, wouldn't you?
One would imagine.
Believe that.
Also, by the way, the entire time that this conversation with whoever this has been going on, Misa's just hissing in a variety of frequencies.
Oh, so this is Zoom. This is Mir's god.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I had assumed.
Okay.
Stop.
He looks
Never
at you.
stop. Never stop.
He says there are 7 on the material plane. There's one in the Viridian Sea. There is one in the Great Salt Sea, the center of the world, the oldest place. Neither of those can be used. There's one down in the Rylith Woods. That one won't be much good to you either. The only 2 that I think would be useful to you are either the vents or the fire that will not die.
See, I'm hearing volcano again.
That's correct.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you have to jump in.
No.
You just have
don't
to be
jump
there,
in.
I think.
Yes.
That's plan Z. I'd like other
That's-
plans first.
We would very much
That's
prefer
plan,
that you
not
don't
a
die.
plan.
Misa
Plan, actually.
bashes against
Obviously,
the
I
side
don't
of
want to die. I just also don't want an evil god screwing up the world.
Misa
People I
bashes,
like live there.
Of course.
Misa bashes against the side of the cage a little bit harder than normal if she can.
Okay.
Just
will
like full
hold
speed.
on just a moment. And he picks up the cage and flicks open the thing and holds it out away from him, and you can exit if you desire.
She's out so fast.
Okay. Poof. You're back to yourself. Very suddenly.
Oh, how'd you
Some large snake just hits the table.
Yeah.
there,
and
Misa?
everything.
Tiska would give her a hug if Tiska's arms were not bound.
Is she? Are her arms bound? Or Misa's arms
Nope.
bound? Oh, so she can do whatever the fuck she
Yep.
wants.
You're free.
If I had less sense, I would start throwing punches.
I would recommend.
We are glad that
do
you
not.
have sense not to do that.
Oh,
You're big valid, though. I
Temp pouts just a little bit.
Wait, Falk, did Misa hear herself get called undead?
Yes.
She just sort of bares her fangs and says, "They had the gall to call me undead."
Don't think you have fangs. You're a python.
Yeah, they do.
You have.
They have
teeth.
little barbs the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like venom fangs. I was like, well.
No. Just normal weird snake teeth.
Excellent. Yeah.
Teeths.
Hessa immediately stands next to her. Snake
Excellent.
solidarity.
Snake solidarity. And Sum
Solidarity.
Hey.
says, Ayla and I will get you out of here if we can, and get you whatever you're looking for, so that you can return to the material plane. I don't know why you came here, But
So there's this rift in the material plane that leads to a whole bunch of different planes, and we're trying to close it because A, stuff keeps coming out of the various planes into the material plane and causing trouble, and B, we've been told by some of the snake gods it could potentially lead to the end of the world.
Well, that's not good.
But there's apparently a source on each plane that we take back to material plane, and why is it just occurring to me to ask where the fuck those came from?
Well, I certainly don't know.
Did somebody place them on the different planes?
It is unlikely that these sorts of powerful objects came to these places unwittingly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer to that one, but I know that we can probably get those for you if we have some time. We'll have to get you out of here first, though.
Well, yes,
That's the plan.
we can break it once it is brought back to the material plane. We just can't while it's here. And yeah, do you think we'll be allowed to take our ship back, or is that impounded?
We'll see what we
kind
can
of
do.
need that.
I don't see any reason why they would want to keep it here.
Misa's just sort of
remove it and never
bristling,
bring
by the
back.
way.
We promise.
Sorry, was that Alpha?
Misa's just sort of bristling slightly
Slightly.
as she looks around the room. She's not necessarily bristling at anyone in particular, but she's very unhappy with the set of circumstances that have befallen everyone.
On
That's
a
fair.
scale of 1 to 10 in terms of stabbiness, where 1 is, I'm okay, and 10 is, I am immediately about to shank a bitch.
If it weren't for the fact that she knows better and has better control over her impulses, she probably would have tried to stab something by now, but she has better
So we're
control
like
over her
at
impulses.
9.6275. Got
Yeah,
it.
Basically,
you're
yeah.
surrounded by literal angels.
And she just got called undead and insinuated that she wasn't allowed to be here, and she's very upset.
I mean, yeah, you're not. You're literally not.
And
allowed to
she's
be there.
very upset.
Soom looks to you, Mir, and he says, "We don't have a whole lot of time, because I can only maintain this sort of conversational corridor for so long. And once we get back into action, it will likely be more of a dream to you than anything. What happens? Because we will maneuver you without you being aware of your surroundings. That is not that's not our preference, but unfortunately Celestia has quite a few laws regarding secrecy. So I must impart to you now, it is of utmost importance that you do not interact with Nova if you can avoid it. Anything she tells you is a lie."
Hey, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Can Misa insight check this?
Yes,
Oh shit.
She does not trust this.
you may.
Alright.
Just like
Fantastic.
I'd just like to other than when Misa was released from the cage, or like Tiska made a slight movement of standing almost perfectly still, except her tongue has been running along the side of that amulet, and her tail has. Those are the only two things she's really been doing.
Alright.
Question. So should I not use any magic until we can destroy this thing? Because I'm still connected to her?
I would not recommend that you abandon your powers entirely. We will attempt to interrupt Nova's influence over you, and
That roll almost fell out of the box, so I'm gonna do that again.
yeah, sure. We will attempt to interrupt her influence over you and provide magic for ourselves, of course, but she does not appear to be taking anything from you. But if you feel that she is the one giving you power, be cautious about what you do with it. Anything she gives you is tainted.
Hey, Falk, that's a
Yeah.
23 to insight.
Christ.
Yeah, hold on. Let me type something for you.
Ooh.
No,
Oh
no.
no.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, yes.
Oh whoa, what is this?
Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
Oh,
What
I...
if we're getting me? Sorry.
Everything
What
is
was
fine.
That was me. That was me suddenly horrified at the possibility that my gods are not good. Like as a boy.
Possibly. Who?
Mir-
Yeah.
Mir does not insight check because these are her gods and they saved her and she's sure they're great.
Oh.
Yeah. I am possibly gonna regret that, but
Oh, baby.
in character.
Tiska's
Possibly?
panicking a little. She doesn't like not being able to move a whole lot.
So, I haven't gotten anything yet, so
Yes,
I'm
trying to work
just-
this. I'm trying to work this.
Oh
I'm
no.
whispering to you.
yeah,
This is the
Whisper
whisper break.
time.
yeah,
Right,
Yeah, I
so I'm
got-
just trying to keep up the chatter like the Scanlan of the
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have any sponsors to shill, so I'm just
right?
So,
Yeah,
Jasper break.
I got-
Let's do the aerobic dance break.
Kill me. I got an 18 to insight naturally, and I have a +5 to all insight checks.
I have a +8, but again, Mir's not
Mir's not
insight
gonna
checking
do that.
because she's totally on board with her gods. What do you mean they might be hiding something? They wouldn't do that.
I have
Meanwhile-
a +4.
Meanwhile, here's Misa, war veteran.
Trust no one, not even your gods.
There's one deity that she trusts implicitly, or one deity set, and it's the gods that she grew up with.
Yeah, so you have to understand these are the gods that Mir grew up with.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. But
Just
Misa,
like Misa
no
would
one-
not insight check Bashini.
I mean,
Oh.
depending on circumstances, she might, but I don't think it'd go very well because she wouldn't want to believe it if she, you know.
Just don't trust anyone, you know? Do what Hessa does. Never trust anyone. It's fine.
That seems unhealthy somehow.
It's fine. Says Hessa as she drinks her 25th cup of coffee.
God.
I thought I confiscated the coffee pot, damn it.
You don't know. She has her resources.
She stole one from the camp.
We got more Soul.
She asked Alexander just to make her a bunch of coffee pots and has hidden them around places in the camp and in the shelter. She always has one.
There you go.
Whisper complete.
Okay, so Falk.
Yes.
Misa, in Yuan Ti, to no one but Bashini, in case she can hear, says,
Do you want to say it out loud, or do you want to message it to me?
yes, I want to message it to you.
Okay. In which case, I'll also. Is it out? Are you speaking or are you thinking?
She's saying it very quietly in case something's blocking her mental ability to get to Bashini.
Can Hessa hear you?
Hessa, I did say that she was,
Yeah.
like,
So message it
walked
to Hessa
right up
too.
to her.
Yeah, okay. You got it.
Oh no, I don't know if I want to
I'm
be
getting
in on
whispered
the
back to.
secret.
I love this. Ooh.
I am less scared. Everything is fine.
That noise is me dancing.
Fine. Everything's fine.
Let's just say no to gods, you know? Let's all just become gods ourselves. Right? That's how this works.
That seems no.
So,
that seems like a
hey
bad
Hessa,
idea.
how's that,
No gods.
how you
are
liking that
kings, only
healing Mir's been giving you up until this point?
Yeah.
Misa can heal too!
Who's been doing that without gods?
man. Temp can heal too.
And Temp has no god.
Look,
Not
Hessa's
anymore.
lived a long
That
life.
he knows
well,
of.
maybe not a super long life, but she has lived a while without healing. And maybe she's almost died a few times. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She made it. That's all that matters. Yeah.
This is a long message, huh?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to word it.
Ah. That'll have
I
Let's go
remain
to our
concerned.
sponsors.
Yeah, there
Our
you go. We're
sponsors
straight.
are
I didn't say so much.
natural 20s, so that we get them more often.
My
Yeah.
sponsor is Natural Ones, so I get them more often.
I can dream. What kind of sponsors should we have? Let's make up our own sponsors. You know,
Sponsored by.
Alexander's.
Ah,
sponsored by
Alright.
Alexander's.
does it,
Don't
does
steal
it-
anything, you'll be shot.
Steve's shot on site. Alexander's.
Survivors.
You know how
This week's
you know
edition
how
of
some
Watchers
shops
is
have like
brought to
those
you-
little pieces of paper that like they're like you're being watched, you're on camera. Instead it's you're being watched and you will be shot.
Shoplifters will be dealt with extreme prejudice.
God.
Also,
Oh,
italics mean that it was in fact in Yuan-Ti and only in Yuan-Ti.
Got it.
Oh, well.
Oh boy.
Always time being watched by that media company.
You are, yeah.
With TV.
Oh yeah, we're on TV.
So I'm
Kyle,
Chuck from TV.
what's
is
your
what I'm
on
hearing.
candid
You, the
camera?
greatest of Lyceria. Lyceria. Fuck, I mispronounced it. Okay.
Hessa shifts a little
And-
closer to her.
And while she says that, her hands not activating, but in a sort of like connection-wise brush against her forehead. She does not want to activate it. That is not her intent.
Right,
She wants
sure.
the closeness of the bond that it brings.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, activating it would be a bad idea.
Horrific idea.
That would make a mess.
Or,
Correct.
Question.
Never mind. I just had a thought. And I will
Question.
deliver that thought to you later. Question? Yes.
Ooh.
Can Hessa really quickly just kind of pop into her cat and then pop back out and see where it is?
The
Where
cat
she
has been
is?
dismissed.
Oh joy. Okay.
Your cat is a fae
Interesting.
spirit. That's how
Oh,
familiars work.
it's fine.
So when they hit 0 hit points, or if they're affected by magic in a certain way, they're just dismissed, so it's back in the Feywild.
I'll be honest, Hessa probably doesn't know that.
No, she just knows. I mean, Egg has died before and just come back.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if she was like hidden somewhere. But okay.
She's not.
Cool.
She's gone for the moment.
Okay.
And the only other like outward sign that Misa is displeased because she's not hissing anymore. She knows better, but her hands are sort of flexing,
Got it. Okay.
just so slightly flexing.
So that took a couple seconds maximum. So
Yeah.
Sum has just imparted upon you the importance of doing this task that he wants you to do. He wants you to destroy the Dark Star and remove Nova's influence from the world.
And we have locations of the places?
Yes,
Do we know where the
I
hell
will
they are?
write them down
Okay.
for you.
I must admit, like, I know you named them, but do we know where the hell those are?
We can
Some of them.
probably look them up when we get home.
Yeah, it's not exactly. I mean, the
It's
places
solid.
you can find out. It's not gonna be that hard.
I look up to some, and would those locations be able to
Be able to what?
their bonds?
And you're cutting in and out, my man.
I'm sorry. My internet likes to. Would those locations, like, would the magic of those locations be able to break other bonds?
Other
Like magic.
bonds. Such as? What are you looking to break?
Deals made with devils?
Yeah, to certain members of the infernal plane, for example.
Unfortunately, these locations are for... It's primarily for creation, destruction of artifacts or things like that. For immaterial things, it would be not feasible.
I mean, technically, you could just throw yourself in,
I wouldn't recommend
and then
that.
it's broken. Fair. I'm just saying that's an option.
Technically, it is.
Good one.
I want it all to be on the table, you know?
Soon looks over you and over all of you, and he says, Do you have any further questions? Because if not, I will drop this and we will get you
Should
out
we
of
need
here.
to do anything else with the proceedings,
Hey.
or are you
Oh,
Hey,
aware of
Fal.
we're
that?
going to put a stop to that.
Hey, Falc.
Yes. Yes, sorry, yes.
I'm not sure of the possible course of action that I currently hold in my hands.
Oh, no.
What are you thinking?
Oh no.
Me,
Please don't die.
you
again.
know how Misa is.
I do. Please message me.
Oh gosh.
Yes, sir.
Or if you would
Concern.
like to just say it to the party, you can do that.
And the party takes on a god.
Wait, what?
I'm torn between keeping that insight check to myself until we leave, or if,
Oh, you want to call him out?
yeah,
Please have some
real
tact.
hard.
We don't need to.
Out of character, I'm gonna say keep it to yourself until we leave so we can get out of this awful situation. But
What
in
would
character,
Misa
it's
do?
up to you.
Yeah, what would Misa do?
I mean, out of character, I'm hella curious. In character, again, Mir just totally trusts her gods.
And see, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Misa knows that Mir is putting absolute faith into the into this god,
Right.
but Misa has a very hard time not doing things about that. The amount of people she tried to deal with back then, you know.
I cannot offer
But
you any input.
Had a feeling you couldn't.
This is not my decision.
It's on you, man.
You know your character better than us.
You could choose.
She'll be quiet,
Okay. And if,
but she's bristling more than she was before.
Shooting Soom the side eye.
Well, no,
I
she's very
noticed
distinct.
this.
She's very distinctly not looking at him for an extended period of time because she doesn't want it obvious that it's at him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Sure. All right. He looks around to you and he says, "Is there anything else that you need? I have taken it into account. What are the artifacts that you're looking for called?"
They're called sources. That girl has a nav box that can find the one when we're on a plane.
Could I see that for just a moment? I promise I will return it to you.
Wasn't
Assuming
it con-
Zekro still has it.
Yeah, it's not a weapon, so I didn't take it.
Assuming.
Stop.
Really?
Oh, that pun's already been made today. I made that pun earlier.
It's gotta have a cooldown before you bring it up again.
Yeah, that's a 3-hour cooldown on those puns.
Nope.
Actually,
Not how Hessa works. Not how I work.
Zakar, do you hand over the knife box for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he'll take it and he'll look at it and he'll touch it and what he's doing is he's attuning to the magical detection signal, and he'll go, "Oh, okay, so this is what we're looking for." And you see him look up and off to his right. Okay, I think we can get those for you. Yes, absolutely. Here's this back. And he gives you back the nav box. All right.
I think that's everything decent to ask. I have a stupid question, but it's stupid, so I won't ask.
I mean, was that in character?
Yes.
Ask away, child.
I was gonna express that I was sad I couldn't get a souvenir on this plane to send back to Granna, because I think we're about to be kicked off as soon as we're done here.
And even now, you're thinking about souvenir shopping.
Banana!
I mean, it's
I
in
believe
character.
when I tell her that,
Can I have the gecko?
gods
You do not have a
and
gecko.
some angels, and
I can dream.
I got arrested.
I also kind of want the gecko,
I'm
not gonna
proud
lie.
of you for that.
What?
For the arrest.
You know Hannah, right? She'll be. Please.
Yes,
Please
that's what he
just
was saying.
punch.
She'll be proud of you.
Oh, okay.
She'll be delighted.
Fucking
Yeah, not
arrested
My
by
granddaughter got
angels.
arrested by fucking angels, man. Angels.
Just gonna lose her shit. Alright, and he
Well,
will...
absolutely.
And then
Fucking
literally got
bonkers.
bailed out by the Celestial family.
Yup. He will look up to Ayla, who glances over to him, and he will give her a thumbs up. And she nods back, and he says, "Alright, keep what I said in mind, and if you have need of us, call and we will do our best to answer, as we always have."
Is Misa's insight still just like screaming Kill Bill sirens?
No.
Okay. Then again, she's just sort of like that anyway.
Yeah.
Odd.
Like 9
No
times out of
friends.
10, 9 times out of 10, if there's a deity involved that's not one of the original Serpent Home gods, it's just screaming.
Alright.
Concern.
If nobody has anything else, he will nod to you, and because he has to do something, he'll snap his fingers. And it's not like sudden or anything. It's like a movie transition almost, or a video game transition, where you just kind of, the screen slowly goes to white, except in this case it's like a golden color, and it's these gentle little baubles of light that slowly coalesce into, you just see that. And when it clears, you didn't feel paralyzed or anything. You find yourselves on your ship, and it is gently being lowered to the ground in Saints Haven. And
If
you
the
feel it.
source.
You feel it settle onto the rocks. There is the source for Celestia. You see it is a shimmering ocean with a mountain on it, just contained in a little globe. There's also another one, and it is gray, and you can see inside like a slope with rocks tumbling down it, and a tower that's walking.
Do
It's
we
that
know
one.
what plane this was from?
Someone can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Zachrow.
We got.
Oh. What plane was this from?
15 is not great, but I got that.
Can I assist in any way? I've got that book that we picked up with the map of the planes. Gives Zachrow advantage.
Knowing the only sources that how you have left, it's pretty easy to guess. It's Carceri.
Remind
Were
me
they
which plane that is again.
The one
Is that
with
the
all
one where
blue
magic
blobs
goes
and
weird?
shit.
It's
Ah.
hell adjacent.
It's hell adjacent.
Ah.
And has
Also-
not a whole lot of information on it. There's like a tower there that's very diseased or something.
Freaky.
Wild.
Oh, it's contained in shells like a Matryoshka doll. What?
The fuck?
How did I miss that?
Fine.
In a similar manner to the shells of a Matryoshka doll. Each layer consists of a series of black orbs floating in an infinite void. Huh?
Spooky.
Horrifying.
That's not
What the
horrifying.
fuck? So they're like asteroid belts? And there's a place called the Bastion of Lost Hope, which is dope. But not a whole lot of information on this, so I decided I'm just gonna give you that one. You
We have
both of
our
those.
weapons back.
Yes.
Okay. So we're free to leave the shard.
Yeah.
Misa stops everyone before we even get close to leaving.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Is
she
this
looks
a
at me.
conversation we want to have on camera or off camera, and a gesture towards the.
She eyes it for a moment and then put it away.
I eat the stone. No.
God damn it again.
Worst
did
kidney
it.
stone ever.
When have I done this before?
Pull a Magnus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that before. Thank
No,
you.
but it's like a.
That's the common joke.
Oh. No, okay.
We can put it in the bag of
Someone
holding.
near the ship.
Yeah, if
Huh?
you put it in the bag of holding, it can't see it or hear.
Oh, okay, that works. I was gonna just yeet it onto the ship, but that works too.
Yeet.
We're still on the ship.
You're on the ship, yeah.
Just yeet it out a window.
Fine, bag of holding it is. That's easy. That's.
Okay.
Me too.
So,
Words
Misa?
are hard,
You know,
man.
it'd be really nice if I could speak English, but unfortunately, it's actually my second language. I never learned a first language.
First one's dumbass.
So that, everybody.
Sorry. I apologize.
First one is memes, let's be honest.
It's true.
Right.
The first one's memes. Okay,
Anyway,
Misa.
she looks to Mir and says, "Do not trust everything that he told you."
What? What?
Elaborate.
He was not telling you the entire truth about who Nova is. He told you what her domain is. That was true. But he was not being truthful as to his reasoning. He was not being truthful about why he wants her gone. And for all I am aware, he was not being truthful about her even being evil. And that is something you have to keep in mind. And his insistence is the same insistence I saw from the Triferium, telling our people, my families, that their gods were right.
What?
You cannot always obey without question.
I'm not. This is Zoom.
I am not saying do
Deceiving.
not trust him entirely. I am saying that he was not being truthful. He was not telling you everything there was to say. He was hoping that you would not question him.
So he has an agenda in regards to this Nova.
Yes. And the thing that you must understand is there is always a reason someone says that, and it isn't always truthful. He said that everything that Nova says is lie, and that was not true.
I'm sure she was telling the truth when she said the Celestial family didn't like her, but I'm sure they have reasons not to.
Yes, but are those reasons good reasons? Everyone has a reason for everything, and they always think that it is good, but is it good? Is it genuine? Or is it something out of selfishness? Is it something out of bias? That is the question you have to ask yourself.
You see Mir kind of bristling a bit. Feathers standing up, just like,
Never.
I'm sure their reasons are fine. They wouldn't,
Then why would he lie?
you know.
I would not lie to you because they are not my gods. I have my own fight with false and gods that are claimed to be things that they are not. I would not bother to lie to you about yours.
Look, just because you don't trust someone. See, Mir's trying to, like, struggling for words a bit.
Would you like to cast Zone of Truth on me? If you can? If you do not trust what I say, I will subject to that.
No, I trust
Willingly?
you trust what you say, but
Why do you inherently
believe it.
trust everything that they say? I am not saying that they are
because
bad.
they...
I am not saying that they are evil. I am not saying that they are bad. I'm saying that they are not telling you everything. No one ever tells anyone everything.
Look,
You hear Nyx go, "No, she's right. I was watching him too.
Nix, what a badass.
I did roll for him.
Mir.
Yes!
But
A baby?
I love him so much.
Look. I know that whatever reasons they had, they must be good ones.
But how do you know that? You are not a
Because they're
god.
good people.
I'm not saying that they aren't.
They saved me.
People.
They gave me.
Mir,
They are my family.
Mir. Hush. I am not saying that they are not good. Good people do questionable things. That is the nature of all living things that can think for themselves, that can act for them. They do things that they think are right, but that does not mean that it is right. That is a distinction that you have to make on your own, that you cannot allow yourself to let other people make.
Arrested us. The angels that arrested us were
They wanted
good.
us, and they wanted us gone immediately, punished immediately, without listening to anything that we said. They didn't even let me speak. To claim my patronage of my gods. They said that I was
Leave.
undead, and they locked me in a cage. Good people are not inherently nice, and they are not inherently good to everyone.
Good and evil are.
Subjective at best.
And I think in this world we let gods are somehow.
We like to think that our gods are infallible and perfect, but they are not. And what I am telling you is just what I witnessed of his actions. He was not telling you everything. That does not mean do not trust him, but that means that you need to think in a wider perspective of what he is intending with his
Yes.
cleric, with you.
Best case scenario, my mind, is that there was some, or any of us were even thought of, between your family and this.
Echo, you're
You
killing
cut
us.
out
You're
again.
killing us, dude.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it! God damn it! I need to get a converter so that my computer can be in the living room where the fucking thing actually
I
is.
think also if you speak up, it'll help, because it might just be not detecting your voice if you're too quiet.
That might be also it. But I think maybe best case scenario for everyone involved, I think, is that there was some sort of misunderstanding and Nova was just on the wrong side of history. But maybe she's changed. We don't know. But it is entirely possible that your god just doesn't think it's possible that she's changed, but she has.
Or perhaps he doesn't care because he just wants to leave it alone. He doesn't want to deal with it. I did know plenty of people who would have preferred to just keep things in the past and not accept that something had changed in the dynamic between.
That was the plane we
Maybe
were just
that's why
on.
he didn't
Was
say any, or why he wasn't speaking truly, because he knew who I was with and knew you wouldn't trust him.
the plane we were just in is a plane of lawful good, and lawful
Good does
entities-
not mean nice.
Lawful entities are a big fan of keeping the status quo.
Do you remember Despair?
Yeah,
He's
unless
lawful.
it's a change. Yeah,
Yeah,
unless
but he
it's
was
a change.
awful evil.
Yes,
he
but
was-
Good is not
the law-
good
manipulating
to
people.
everyone.
the law
I-
is
I think we need to give Mira a break.
lawfulness is a pretty universal constant, and unless a change is somehow advantageous to whatever that person's view of the law is and whatever that advantageous to themselves, lawful entities tend to prefer the status quo.
Well,
And
gee, it's a good
anything
thing my
else.
gods aren't lawful, huh?
And it is a very good thing to remember for you, Mir, that the Triferium thought that what they were doing was good too. And she leaves.
And tell me, who did the Triferium help? Who did they heal or give shelter to?
At least they
What
tried.
did they
You're
do?
shouting at an empty doorway.
They tried.
Yeah, Mir doesn't care. She's
Mir.
mad.
Mir, they tried.
Misa told them that it was children that they took in.
Yeah. No, the
Children
Triferium
that
helped
they-
people. They,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it was good overall. But Misa told everyone what they did, how they did it. And she has the wounds to prove.
They raised the orphan children like they were their own, and they cared for them.
That they thought was
And they turned them into soldiers, didn't they?
But they thought that was the best course of action.
They didn't give the kids choice in it. Then
But not everybody thinks that choice is good. That's the thing. That's the crux of it right there. Not everybody thinks that people having a choice is good. Because choice brings chaos, choice brings opportunity for bad decisions, and even to take paths that one entity may consider evil.
And again, why do you think that my gods don't value choice?
Mir,
They didn't give you one.
Or not.
Mir, sometimes you think you're given a choice. And sometimes you don't really have a choice. And you don't realize until it's too late that the choice you thought you had was not your choice. It's
Like, oh, gee, saving the world? Because we could all choose to not do that, but, you know, we kind of live here and want it to continue. There's a situation where we have a choice, but...
Out of character, I love this. And also, Skylark, I'm so sorry.
It's. I understand that it is hard.
So what, you want me to completely ignore him and
No,
let Nova use me?
nobody said.
Disrupt my connection to my family?
Nobody said that. We
Misa
said.
specifically said, I'd never said don't trust them.
We said think critically
Mir's angry.
about. You critically about where we go from here.
Nova's not
I
the
just-
only goddess that's been forgotten, though. How do we know there's not more?
But I
Mine
really
were forgotten. Nova was forgotten. Are there others?
Well, I wouldn't know because Nova won't tell me shit either, will she?
Does she have a choice?
what
Yes!
I
I have asked her
So-
on multiple occasions, and she has said absolutely nothing to, explain. Just, oh, the Celestial family doesn't like me, and I was a god, and your puny mortal mind won't listen to my name, so I want to go home, and, look, I get that she wants help, and I sympathize with that, but if she won't be upfront, I don't know that I can trust her. I have seen what the Celestial family has done for myself, for others in my temple. What has she done that hasn't had an ulterior motive of disrupting my connection to my gods and...
don't
Everyone
know.
has ulterior motives.
yeah.
Literally
That's the thing.
everyone on the planet.
Everyone in every plane has some form of ulterior motive.
Oh, what's yours?
Not everyone wants to be upfront about it. How do you know your gods are being upfront about theirs?
There's plenty. Sometimes the ulterior motives aren't like anything big. Like I would like for the world to continue spinning, for example. So, if we're gonna go there, I'd like to go home. But I can't do that right now because, as far as Levistus knows, my parents are dead. So, bringing his attention to them would be potentially dangerous for them. And for me, I'd like for him to just leave me the fuck alone. But, that's not going to happen for a while, probably. There's a whole lot of motives that I have. And there's a whole lot of motives that I'm sure a lot of people have. But those aren't necessarily everybody's business all the time, and sometimes you have to take into account that people who you think are asking things for completely pure, unbiased reasons also have a motive behind it. Everybody wants something. Just whether what they want is what's actually beneficial to anybody else but themselves. Very complicated, and it's honestly bigger than us. This whole absolute nightmare shouldn't be placed on the shoulders of a ragtag group of folks like us. But
someone
here
who's
we
been
are.
long dead.
Yeah, here we are, just this absolute mishmash of people who don't know what we're doing. Just, here, you saved the world. And it's frustrating. We have a choice, but we don't. And nothing about any of this situation is good. And the best we can do is stumble through it and try to make the best decisions that we can. And that involves thinking critically about all the information presented to us, whether we want to believe it or not.
Well, right now, I am thinking the information I have. Alright? Which is people whom I trust, have helped me before, who, through me, have helped all of you before, are asking me to destroy an artifact that we don't know where it comes from or what it is or what source it draws its magic from, other than this other person who has been very obscure with her motives and past.
God, I wish I didn't make Misa leave because he didn't ask. He never asked. He never once asked, he said.
Well, who else could he ask? It's stuck to me!
It wasn't an ask, though. It was a directive. Those are two
You were
different
told.
things.
Well, maybe. Again,
I know.
family,
it's not
does your... Yes, technically when someone asks you to do the dishes, they're not asking, they're telling you to do them, but you do because they're your family and they've helped you before and you owe them something. And
So have we.
Mir, you don't owe them. You should... If they love you, they should want you to do what you think is right.
And I told you, and right now, working with the evidence I have, I don't trust Nova. And I do trust the Celestial family. Why is that so hard for you to believe?
It's not hard for us to believe. We're just...
Maybe we should stop for the night. We have learned a lot today, and maybe we should all think on these things.
Yeah, and I think we've got a bigger problem at hand, which is that we're in a new plane and we've got to figure out what we're doing here. We can work on this problem.
Yeah, we're back in St. Haven.
Oh, cool.
Zachary,
We're in a
stunning
new
powers of observation.
Mir, like, picks up
The part where you
both...
something about Carcera.
No, that was... We got the source from Carcera.
Yeah, Chris.
Which Mir picks up both the sources and says, if you'll excuse me, I think I need to go smash a few things.
Nix,
Marches out of the
Nix
ship.
leaves and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna go get, like, something to eat. If anybody wants to
That's
come
a good
with me,
idea.
that's totally cool.
I follow Nyx.
Awesome.
Misa has disappeared into a building somewhere and is just
Hessa's-
hunkering down there. She is not in the mood.
Hessa's
Once-
gonna try and find her, if possible.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
Once I
just walks around.
I'm gonna take control here, real quick.
Yes.
Mir, you smash the sources.
With gusto.
Excellent. Good job. They shatter, and that I'm gonna say that's probably where we're going to wrap it up for tonight. But one more thing, Mir, what do you do for the rest of the evening?
Mir wants to find. I mean, does the town have a library or something? She wants to go look up stuff about the places of power.
Okay,
They
sure.
mentioned.
So you can be doing that. You spend your evening researching places of power. I will give you guys the complete list, and then you kind of keep to yourself, probably.
Yes. I will probably be saying prayers at moonrise as
Yeah, sure.
usual.
Of course. You say those and return to your sleeping arrangements, and as
Giant
you
nest of
sort
blankets.
take your external cloak off and whatnot, you feel something in your pocket, and you reach in and withdraw a stone that you didn't put there. You don't remember picking it up ever. It's faintly warm, and it feels good, and it's very sparkly, and it appears to be stone, maybe granite, some sort of mountainous rock, and there's a scrap of paper wrapped around it, and when you unwrap it, it just says in slightly slanted curled handwriting, for Hana. That's where we'll end for tonight. I'll be right back in a minute to talk to you guys. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. There was a lot that I was waiting for 2 years to drop, and I am very glad we finally got to it. So we will pick this up next week, I believe, trying to figure out what they're going to do next, where they're going, what's up. I will see you guys next Saturday evening, 7 to 10 p.m., as always. And until then,